And we're live.
Oh, top of the morning to you. Welcome to a new edition of the Fans of Power podcast. They all know me as the most powerful man in the universe, or the only person who looks like He-Man. And with me, as always, is my fine colleagues here. Nasty Nathan Kennedy, the guy who looks like Brad Dodo. You ever seen that movie Child's Play? He's in that. That's a scary fucking movie. And, of course, we have the first lady of power, the fine lass herself there, Miss Rebecca Newt. And, of course, last and most certainly least is that cheap bastard, Joe Amato. How the hell are you?
Pretty good. Speaking of cheap,
pretty good.
That was great.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
That's not bad.
I got a new segment I want to do. It's going to be my Dollar Tree.
Hey, you know, you
movie
steamroll
pick
over
of
my
the week.
segment here, Joe. I want to say I worked on that pitch for a long time there. And Joe's
That was
just
pretty
like, you
good.
know,
That was pretty good. Just keep
get onto
working
your
on
whole Trump bot and all that.
Now, I
shit.
wonder if you could
But here we
manage
go.
to
You
do
ready?
that for a whole 2 hours. Do you think you could?
What, talking an Irish accent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could.
All right. We'll have to try that sometime.
Yeah, or
Well,
at
let's
least
see
I don't know
if
if I
the cheaper
would
kind.
want to do it while we're talking this, but I think I could, you know, keep it going, or I could, you know.
That's all right. That's good. I
Yeah.
couldn't do that.
Thank you.
it. Tyler can
Yeah, that was
respect
funny.
this.
That was awesome.
Dollar Tree
No one
movie
cares,
pick of the
Joe.
week. DFW.
Actually,
Look
I've
who's
watched.
in that.
I've watched that.
You see that?
I've watched
Yeah,
that.
yes. You got Martin Cove in there.
Okay, no,
You got
that I could appreciate because I did want to see that movie.
$1. Yeah, exactly. And it involves some kind of like.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
all
let's see.
it's all pixelated because your camera's shit this week.
Does that kind of work a little bit?
Not really.
No,
A
not
little
not
bit.
really.
I mean, I can
Maybe
see
a little
Martin
better?
Cove there at the top, but just because I'm like,
And I could see
Okay.
Ike Clanton down there at the bottom, the guy from the Blind.
Well, hey
Date
man,
who
we
kills
got
teenagers.
some kind of like mutant punk zombies and stuff. I'll let you guys. I'll give a rating. I'll watch it tomorrow
it's
with all
not,
the other
it's,
stuff.
it's not bad. It's not like
It's not bad.
it's not overly fantastic, but for what it is, like it was a decent time. I didn't mind
See,
it.
so you get some good
Yeah,
stuff. for
well, see, if Nathan says that, I'm probably not going to watch it. Then. You know,
I mean,
Eh,
I thought it was.
But hey, you can't help
actually-
it. You can't help, if it wasn't that good, it wasn't that
Well,
good.
hang on. Let me go to my letterbox account. I'll tell you how many stars out of 5 that I gave it.
No, but your immediate reaction, you.
What do you mean? I mean,
it was,
this
a
shit
very, it was that was an honest answer. You clearly it didn't live up to what. Hell,
but
I
with
thought it was gonna be a cool
with
movie,
most
too.
things these days, I'm just kind of like, that was pretty good. All right, I gave it 3.5 out of 5. I think that's a fair, like, that's
Okay.
solid. That's solid.
Well, the rating sounds stronger than your reaction, though.
Well, you know what's actually really good movies? Paddington and Paddington 2. I watched those Friday night and last night. Those movies are fucking
Is
great.
that the bear movie?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I
I
watched
used
it.
to watch it on
Aw.
PBS back in the day.
Yeah.
I never saw the movies though.
Well, people talked it up and they're like, these movies are really, really great. And I'm like, all right, let's see what the hype's about. I watch them. It's just like, it's wholesome. It's fun. It's like, it's funny.
Aw.
It's that good blend of adults can watch it and not feel bored. They might laugh a time or two. Kids
it's not
dig it.
sad like that Winnie the Pooh
watched
movie,
it.
is it?
No. Well, I mean, it
Oh
had,
god, the one with the Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, wasn't that
Yeah,
depressing
that
as shit or
was
something?
sad.
Emily said it was. She was
Yeah,
pretty
I don't
sad.
want to watch Winnie the Pooh and be sad.
I know.
But Paddington, check that shit out. He's I feel like he's the only character that can make Prism seem wholesome and fun. No,
And
it,
that and Joe.
And no,
Joe's
in the second movie, he goes to prison. I'm like, they're gonna put
I
Paddington
didn't
in
know there was
prison.
a second one. I knew there was a first one with Nicole Kidman. I
Yeah,
wanted to watch it. But
yeah,
I didn't know Nicole Kidman was in it.
yeah. She's the villain. I'm like, what?
What?
Oh, okay,
Really?
Yeah,
Chase
she was
Meridian's
also
the villain.
yeah. And then Hugh
She
Grant's
was
in
also
the
the
second
villain
one,
in
and he's a villain.
the-
I'm like, what are you guys doing? But it works.
Really?
Yeah, it's good.
I'll check this out.
They're good.
I was on the fence about watching it, but
Paddington, the first one's on Netflix, and the second movie is on HBO Max. So there you go. Check them out.
I should have moved my damn camera that way because I look blurry as fuck. But whatever. Well, let me before
wasn't
I
even
mention.
listening.
Yeah,
Listen to what
all
you
he
were saying
cares
there,
all he
Nathan.
cares about is camera and his Dollar Tree finds.
I am not obsessed on myself and my appearance and everything.
Hey,
I
Rebecca,
buy.
say
I
something.
think I'm
Say
an
something you're happy
egotistical-
about your life this week, and see if Joe steamrolls over that.
No, I'm happy about everything that you guys do. Let's say hello to this chat, though.
No,
we
he's
got
not.
Lacey Dean.
No,
we
he's gonna
got.
have
Hey.
he's gonna shit himself if you don't
let
talk
me
about that
talk,
chat room.
Joe.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry about that, Rebecca. Go on. You say
No,
something.
I'm finally
say something
getting
nice.
my name changed to McDonald. So
Oh, you are? Okay, there you go.
She's a
Congratulations
McDonald.
on that.
Yeah.
That's
In the
pretty nice. No,
process
that
of
is.
Rebecca
I like
McDonald.
There you go.
Newt McDonald.
Newt McDonald.
yeah, very
Are
very
you related
Scottish.
to that guy, Ronald McDonald? That big clown. He hangs out with all them guys like that burglar and that yellow bird and that big purple piece of shit. And what's his name? Grimace? Grimace. And the McFry kids. Joe, you remember those back in the playground days?
That's a really good
He was
actor.
already in his 40s by that time. I don't think he cared too
Oh,
much.
Fuck off.
yes,
So
yes.
we got all right, Lacey Dean, say the next one there,
Have you
Nathan.
seen,
Say
have you
the
seen
name.
Darby O'Gill and Little People?
What is that?
You haven't seen Darby O'Gill and Little People, the movie?
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's got young Sean Connery in it.
It's
The
a
guy-
1959
Captain
movie,
of the
Joe.
Leprechauns. It's awesome. I love that movie. The Banshees in that movie scared the fuck out of me when I was a little kid.
Banshees in this movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. You should watch it. If
I'll
you have
check-
Disney
I'll-
Plus, it's on there.
Oh,
I
okay.
do, well, I have Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah. All right. I've seen the DVD cover for this before.
It's great. I
One
love
of those
the
old
King
Walt
of the
Disney
Leprechauns.
joints.
Yeah,
But
back
that's
when
what
Walt
you're-
Disney wasn't afraid to scare the shit out of kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking scary. Those Banshees.
Oh, I'm intrigued by that. Hell, I'll look that up while Joe's doing his.
Joe, have
Is
you
it-
seen it?
No, if I did, I might have forgot, but I swear I'll see it.
And what,
Go ahead,
what's
Sean
the name
Connery.
of that?
Sings,
Right. What's the name of the
"Oh,
movie
you're
again?
the golden one."
What's the name of the movie again?
Darby O'Gill and Little People.
Wait, say it again. Just
Darby
yeah, Darby
O'Gill
O'Gill and the Little People.
and the
Darby
little people.
O'Gill and Little People.
Darby-O?
Darby O'Gill
Oh, Darby O'Gill.
and the little people.
Darby?
It's got Sean Connery singing in it.
Well, see, I'm
If
not.
I did see it, it would have been a long time
Wait,
ago.
I feel like
but-
I've seen this cover before somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like the DVD covers. I
remember
seeing that shit all the time.
Yeah.
see it at
The
Best
old
Buy.
guy kind of looks like from Death. Oh, I remember seeing that little guy there in the promo for all the like the home video library for Disney.
Yeah,
film.
yeah.
Yeah.
He has
I
a
used to
big
wonder what
old
the hell
cup.
is that?
Yeah.
Darby
adorable.
O'Gill and the Little People.
Well, Zentron already said McDonald is a Scottish
Mm-hmm.
name, not Irish.
Scottish.
yeah,
well,
we
you
went
know,
to the
I'm
Renaissance
sorry, they're
Fair.
all the same. Just like people all think everyone in America is the same too, like British and the English. They all
No,
think me and James are the same.
We went to the Renaissance Fair yesterday, and we were looking at all the Scottish names because they had a whole kilt and like Scottish shop, and there was like 3 different crests for McDonald, and we were like, I don't know which one would you get. We didn't get any of them, so.
That's why you get matching tattoos now. That's what you do.
Oh gosh, I don't have any tattoos.
Both of you get a golden arch on your arm.
There you go.
There you go.
Just brand yourself with McDonald's logo.
Yeah, or Ronald
He
McDonald. or
still
something.
doesn't have
One
a
of the
kilt
classic-
though.
Be like,
I think all of you gentlemen should have a kilt.
I've always
If
wanted one.
you all
Actually,
fashion me a kilt, I'll wear it.
I think Joe would wear. Joe would. It would actually look pretty good.
It
You
would
get him one to
match
match
it.
a scarf. Yeah.
Joe could just wrap his scarf around his waist and be like a mini kilt.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
You know,
dick and
I'm
balls
down
Joe's,
for it.
just hanging
Joe's
at the
twig
end
and
of it.
berries are hanging out there.
Yeah.
Joe's like,
did see that
I went
now
out
that-
for the camera.
That Darby, it's been a long time, but now that I looked at some of these still images, I remember him drinking
Yeah,
out
I remember that.
Yeah,
I was about
Oh yeah,
25
they
in
do the drinking
1959.
game. That's one of the best parts. Here, he's
yeah
trying to
exactly.
trick
You know
the
me, my
leprechaun.
fascination with drinking and other shit. All right, Nathan, say Johnny's name real quick.
Oh no. Fuck off, Joe.
Well, that's terrible.
Joe was marking it down. Like we go off on this tirade, and Joe is like bookmarking
Yeah.
the chat room there.
Yeah.
Johnny, God, oh God.
Oh,
And
all
Brian
right.
Grace
See, now I
was
have to do it
Nathan
because you did such
See,
a
yeah, he
shitty
butchered it.
fucking job.
I?
Johnny
Okay.
Cock.
It's a cheap
All right,
impression.
that's-
Anybody?
All right.
Did you watch the Rumble last night? Oh my God, it was garbage.
Did you? Well, at least did you see Sasha Banks in that Sailor Moon outfit? Holy
No,
shit, that was.
I didn't give a shit about the women's Rumble because apparently all the legends they brought back and put in there, they gave them like 20-second spots and eliminated them immediately.
Yeah,
And I
most
was
thought
of
no
it.
legends
Some were a
showed
little
up.
bit longer.
I'm like, well, the women's Rumble. We're talking like
Oh.
Kelly and those legends.
That's a legend.
I don't know. They probably try to pass
God.
it off. I didn't watch it. I just watched the men's Rumble. I'm like, this is the worst fucking one probably
It was
ever.
bad. No,
Maybe.
It
Probably
was bad.
ever.
It was bad. There was nothing memorable. That was bad.
It
I
sucked
agree. I
ass.
agree.
That's the only WWE thing I've watched in months, and I'm like,
I can't believe you even watched it.
Well,
as
like-
much as you.
I'm aware of most of the guys, but they've changed people's theme music, and everything's generic and sounds like
I
shit.
didn't even know who
I'm
was
like,
coming
who
out.
is this? Oh,
Right,
okay.
I was like, who's coming? Who's coming? What's coming? You're right. Every time I
sucked.
heard a song, it
Joe's
was bad.
coming because she's in her Sailor Moon costume.
That's pretty much. I was close to it. Damn, shoot, that was.
Man, Joe's
God,
coming a lot.
That was all right. Daniel Carhoon and
The
Brian Burns
genetic
and Chris
jackhammer.
Carter. Febmon, Jenny Q. Well, thanks for joining us, Jen. And I was gonna say, if you guys have never seen what she's done, Jennifer, she makes some really amazing plushes of anything from Masters of the Universe, Thundercats, Turtles, Ghostbusters. You can find her. I mean, now that I'm just seeing she's here, I might as well pimp her out. Just J.Well Instagram. You can.
You would,
I'll
wouldn't you, Joe? Wouldn't you pimp Daddy Joe over there?
Well, look, I'll even put the link. I don't know
You
if that's
weird little bug boy or whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't say pimp her out, Joe, if I were you.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, given how you treat hookers in general, Joe.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm a good person. I'm a good person. Zentron, Adam Gabbard, Spider Rat.
Well, anyways, back to the chat room.
Doc Watson.
Yep.
Shut up! I'm trying to get
What a
everybody.
segue.
Mobile Recluse. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to catch everybody else. There's been 5,000 comments. Papa Hud 69. Lacey Dean. I said Lacey Dean. MC DJ. Jeff Morris. Grimbot's here to fuck around because I know he's going to annoy the hell out of me. Just going to pick on everything I fucking say probably. And goes, I'm going down.
What's the
JP Fawn. I'm almost done. Just let me
God,
finish.
Joe's on crack tonight. God, how much
Yeah.
tape
Well,
is
I
he
mean, you know, when you spend most of your time on a VR headset when you're on the toilet, what else do you expect?
Yeah.
There, I think I got there. But if I missed anybody, I apologize. I don't even think that fucking link worked. I don't even know if I can drop links in the chat.
I don't know if you can either.
You know? All right, I think I tried. And
I mean, just send me the link later. I'll put it in the description so people can check it out.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, there. All right. Okay, I'm calm. And yeah, I am doing a trial there. And also, real quick, one more thing. Got to finish it up. It's his other version, but I'm doing a Kothos for a customer.
Oh, all right.
It does look really good.
Finally.
Very good,
Yeah.
It's not a Freddy Flintstone or, you know, a Dino.
Yeah,
or
some sort of goofy ass amalgamation.
Yeah, he wanted some
Abomination.
he wanted some like a little stylized extra details to it, using a real gem and some other stuff. So yeah, I'll show that completed one here in a little bit, and that's it. So there, yes, I promoted myself cheaply.
I bought an Origins figure. I went into Target and I saw Clamp Champ on the shelf. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and pick it up. Yeah, so I was like, whatever. His head's like really loose though. Like I tried pushing down on him, like, oh, are all the ones with interchangeable heads just really loose? Because that's like feels like it's gonna
really
fall
is.
off.
Like the Exorcist.
His
Yeah,
head
head
fell
fell
off.
off.
Yeah, it was pretty old.
Did they have a discount? Did they have a discount on it?
off?
No, it wasn't a discount on it.
See, Newt knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Joe doesn't.
Yeah, of course he doesn't.
What's happening? I don't know. What's going on.
Hey,
I'll see Jill Nathan, and then you could go ahead.
Speaking of which, I guess I should have went and played the lottery, or become one of those television psychics. Because guess what, Mattel did get in the fucking way of Formo toys. So we still don't really know anything specific other than what you guys saw. But I'm just like, man, I wonder what the hiccup there is. It can't be the name, right? Because they had the abbreviation on the package. Or is this something we're not supposed to talk about?
I imagine some of the designs probably is something Mattel's claiming that they have copyright to. I don't know if it's like the original He-Man concept or even, the web sword design for the adversary. It's hard to say, but it's almost like they just have to come in and see someone else is doing what they're doing, but doing a hell of a lot better and knows what the fuck they're doing. And they just want to come in and piss all over their hush puppies. Like, it's just, we can't have quality stuff because Mattel wants to corner the market on shitty stuff. God, it's just infuriating. It's not shocking at all, but
because now, like, we don't know the time. They've just said, hey, we're gonna work with this and mutual agreements and all this, and then eventually, hopefully, I'm hoping this doesn't just put the kibosh on the entire thing.
Or is that they wait to the last minute, they wait to the 11th hour to confront these guys.
Yeah.
After which I found that to be a bit too convenient.
Mm-hmm.
That it just happened to discover, hey, Rob David and the rest of these assholes in Mattel, you wouldn't believe what I found on a random Google search. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, you think they would have known about it since Joe's like the mole to Mattel anyway, that he's giving them all this inside information probably.
Yeah.
I'm making all this up. I don't know. I'm just being dumb. Don't
don't
anyone hit Joe up and be like,
canon
what? Is this your fault? Because I'm just being dumb. But I don't know. I just hope it doesn't really mess that up to where they can't even do it anymore or something. Because that would just be heartbreaking for all the work and effort they've put into it. Last minute.
And then I would feel obligated to go after people for supporting the shitty Origins line when they took down this line.
Yeah.
Like, I take that personal when you got people who are really trying to put out something good that is an homage to He-Man, but not copying He-Man. But And then Mattel has to say, "Oh no, it's like you're not here to have fun. You're not supposed to enjoy this stuff."
And speaking of not really having fun or enjoying anything, the second season of the CGI He-Man the Master Universe cartoons coming out March 2nd, something like that.
Third or something? Yeah, I think it's second or third. Yeah.
So Joe and I will be here to give you the review of season 2.
Wouldn't you guys rather watch it like an Apple Brown instead? I mean,
but I'm genuinely curious just because what I said before about it is I don't think it should have been. It shouldn't have used that IP, but for what it was all right. To me, it was better than Revelation. At least I could sit and watch that and be like, okay.
Everything's better than Revelation.
Well, fuck, anybody could. I mean, some jerk off on Facebook runner could put together better damn video than what Revelation did in 2 seasons.
But maybe the last year reboot.
Yeah. Oh, and
maybe that's not better than Revelation.
Well, we won't.
Don't bring up the next thing.
I won't talk about the other thing.
Netflix with He-Man now is like associating Sony with He-Man because there's been so many fuck ups with Netflix already. You know, it's just like I feel like I'm not gonna be able to shake that. Like Netflix is not responsible for the quality of Cobra Kai. You know, so they're responsible for the quality.
They're lucky to have Cobra Kai.
Yeah. So, Joe, you're friends with one of those dickheads from Netflix. There, make sure they get this video and give them my name.
I'm sure. I'm sure they will.
You know.
Red Knock, I wanted him to hopefully answer a question for me. He said he just found Flying Fist, He-Man, and Terraclaw, Skeletor, and Origins. I don't know if it was at Target or Walmart. I heard they're popping up everywhere, but I had a question because nobody has said the answer to it. I wonder if they got their actual action feature because since none of the other ones have had a real feature, beyond the battle armors.
Come on, Joe.
It'd be cool if they do. Well, the thing is, think about Jitsu, think about Ninja, think about Fisto. They all should have had the spring-loaded gimmick, and they went against it. So in my eyes, I'm thinking, oh, there's no way they're going to add the swivel mechanism.
They couldn't even put the feature in Clamp Champ's weapon.
That was lazy. That was lazy. I was like, you could have had that.
You continue to support this line to and fro.
I like it.
So I don't want to hear you bitching and moaning about it.
I love it, but I want to know if his arms actually swing for the Flying Fists and Terraclaws. If he knows, let me know, or if anybody knows, pop it up in the chat.
Just look at that shitty head sculpt there that Nathan spent his money on. I hope you're happy.
I mean, this one, all right, this one's not, focus. This one's not as.
Put you in a bet.
Yeah. I'm trying. There we go.
There
that one's not as bad. This one's the bad one, because it's.
The smiling, goofy one, or whatever.
What the hell is that shit?
Come on.
They had everybody.
Still, we shouldn't settle for not as bad.
Focus. Come on. God
I know. We should settle for this.
No,
that's what you should settle.
Up again.
Start the show. Let's get going, because if I see all this carded shit, it's only going to make my stomach turn.
Well, I'll tell you what, the more you want to keep talking about all this Origin shit each week, the more I'm going to keep going for my vintage, and I'm going to all support the war from Rebecca, so you can't do anything to stop it except stop talking about Origins each day.
Stridor is really cool, and so is Trotbot, Faker's version. That is pretty damn cool.
What's really cool is my Mint Box Night Stalker over here, too. That's really cool. Would you like me to get that out and show it to you?
Ooh, I want to see that.
No, thank you.
Would you now?
Yeah.
Oh, God bless you.
I don't get to see all of them in their boxes. It's cool.
Yeah.
You know, I paid $20 for this back in the early 2000s.
Oh, God, every fucking
I know,
time.
$20 for this thing.
Look at that
I know.
art.
I kept to say, and I have Stridor over there, too.
Let's see Stridor.
See, Joe, this is what happens. This is what happens because you just have to start jerking off about Origins each week.
Rebecca's enabling him. God damn it. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I am gonna say this. I'm gonna say this before Tyler comes back. The second season of that CGI show, I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not gonna mind sitting down and watching it. So it's gonna be alright.
See, look at this thing of beauty here. It's a floppy top here.
Oh well, I mean, nothing wrong with a little floppy top, right, Joe?
Nah, and just look at that beautiful art right down there.
Yeah.
And I always loved those beautiful paintings on the back of the cross.
Exactly.
I used to fantasize so much about what it would be like to own some of those figures when I was a kid. When I would see those on the back of many comics and the figures.
You know, Joe, you should have saved some of kept some of your shit in the box.
How much did you
Then you
pay
could
for
show
that?
it off just like Joe.
Oh, this was a Christmas present I got several years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So that-
awesome.
Well,
a lot of the
they do
vintage
swing.
Paid nothing for that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I paid nothing for that.
Joe, no one cares, Joe, that they kind of somewhat have an action feature.
I wanted to them to have it. It's cool that they actually have that, which makes me wonder why didn't they put the action features in the other ones if they gave it to these. So that is cool to hear. Wait, I do have one thing that's kind of carded. It's not super amazing. It's kind of
has nothing to do with what Joe wanted to talk about.
It's a carded pack of ramen. Hello, everybody.
I paid $1 for it.
I can't find it. What the fuck? Where'd I put it?
I guess your hooker ran away with it and took it to the local pawn shop.
She needed something to eat. She's going to be there for another 2 weeks.
Let me see. What did I do? Oh, now this is going to drive me nuts. I had it right me.
She went all over the carpet.
Oh, wait, it's on the other side.
Those assholes taped over the game.
I don't have your fucking ball.
Good luck next year.
Little Jack. Well, the card's not a little Jack. It's a lot Jack. I can't remember. I got this real cheap years ago, and it was like almost not. But I do have a carded Gwildor. So got that.
Cool.
I never knew you owned a carded Gwildor.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I actually do have some.
Wait. Does it have the movie sticker on the bottom?
No, this is one that doesn't. No. Yeah, I know some. Yeah, you're right. Some do, some don't. But no, this one didn't. But,
I think my goal is going to be to get that Jitsu Night Stalker 2-pack in the box.
Oh, get out of here! What do you want to pay an arm and a leg on that?
Oh no! See, Nathan with his Scrooge McDuck money could do it just to fuck me over.
Is it on eBay right now?
No, it is not. I actually checked earlier today just to see if there was.
I'm surprised you just don't save that search. That way, if anything does, your phone will notify you if anything.
Yeah, there's certain searches.
Yeah, outside of that one where just the box was all beat to shit, and the guy wanted I don't know how much money for it. I really would rather pay a high price for mint and box Jitsu Night Stalker 2-pack because I don't want to feel like I'm just paying for the box. I want to know that they are in the box, never been played with. Yeah,
would you pay a high price on that if they had it? Because that's a lot of fucking money. Would you actually fork it?
I mean, to me, that's up there. I dare say it's close to my absolute holy grail. Is that Jitsu Night Stalker 2-pack?
You shouldn't.
I mean, it's just. I guess just because I always thought that one time, and it's always eluded me. But it would be cool if Nathan. I don't know if Rebecca has any, but it would be cool if the two of you had picked up like one mint on card item from He-Man, like of one character that you're like. You know what? I would just love to own that character men on card, and that is your prized men on card item. Like, I mean, the ones I have here are like choice favorites or ones that my dad picked up for me.
Yeah. And
I'm really proud to own like the ones that I've got. You know, I could never imagine trying to collect all of them men on card because God, we're talking $300-400 for some of them. Yeah.
I'm not gonna get up to go grab it off the shelf and show it off because he's sitting on top of vintage Battle Cat. But we were talking last week that I didn't have a vintage Battle Armor He-Man. I went ahead and got one on eBay with the axe.
That's right, he did, which looks better than mine.
No, it's in really good shape. Though the legs slightly loose, but not in a way that I think like the old band in there is gonna snap at any minute because I really don't want to replace that because it is
the last 2-pack.
Pain in the ass.
I was gonna say that the last 2-pack for Jitsu Night Stalker sold on December 24th for $399. The box was a little warped, but it was not bad. It was kind of
were they mint in box or was it just a warped box with the figures?
No, it looks like the side flap it was open, but it's
that's the one that was one of our listeners that had sent me a link for that.
Yeah, it was kind of jacked, but I mean,
damn,
it's still cool to see that art. The art looked like it almost.
And that's what it's all about is owning that art.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I guess I could have done, but I don't want to settle for just a beat to shit box. I want something that I can hold on display and be like, okay, I finally done it. I own that haunting item. You know.
Now you got me thinking, like, what character would I want in vintage men on card?
Yeah, like I assume with Rebecca would probably be Jitsu or Triclops men on card because she's a big fan of both of those guys.
Yes, I am a big fan of both of those guys.
Yeah. See,
I do
Orko,
really love the 2-packs of Fisto and
the Stridor
and Jitsu and yeah. Of course,
I got rid of my
Battle Cat. Yeah, I need to. I don't have anybody in their mint box.
Yeah, the Battle Armor Skeletor and the Battle Armor Skeletor Landshark one that I had. Somebody offered me a lot for it, and I had to take it. Like I said, remember I only paid.
I'm surprised because I remember when I had no idea that you sold it. I'm thinking like, why the hell didn't you offer it to me first?
Well, somebody offered me a whole lot of money.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious. What was the bid that won that over?
Well, let's say it almost rhymes pretty much with thousand.
Huh.
Just say it. Just 8,000?
It was
Not
what did you say?
10,000?
Just 1,000.
No, it was close to it. It could have been a little over, but yeah, it was.
I
some
like
good
how
money.
even
And
he's
when-
gonna be secretive about a price that he sold something to someone for.
Well, some private collectors, and especially if they're on my
We
friends.
didn't
list,
ask for their
sometimes
name. We just
Yeah,
asked what you got
like
for
no,
it.
no
I
one,
would've
no one's
sold
gonna
it.
go
Some
on this
people-
whiteboard with the red fucking string attached. It's like, who's the
Just to
person
let
that
you know,
bought this?
some people in the groups that I know, they knew who I sold it to. So in that way, then people
Well,
know.
I
who
mean,
I
Are
what-
these
was.
people
what are
in
they
those
gonna
groups
do?
that they watch this podcast?
What are they gonna say? Congratulations! Like,
Like I said, I respect people's privacy. Some people don't like, having it known what
oh
they
yeah,
paid.
Joe. Oh yeah, Joe.
Oh, you
Okay.
weirdos are the same.
So we better get to this topic because this is gonna be a long episode. We can't go into detail because we'd be.
Oh, I was going to say,
till
too, like,
midnight.
hey, look, you listen to this podcast, we shouldn't have to explain to you why these episodes are on this. Well, maybe a couple of Joe's
Yeah.
episodes. need
I think there's
explanation.
one in particular that we're gonna have to mention, but I did put in parentheses Joe's pick for that, so I think
Wait, which
Yeah,
one is
'cause,
that? You didn't put Star Child on here, did
Star
you?
Child
No,
is
no.
in the bracket.
Fucking A.
No,
of
no,
all the
she's not. She's not.
episodes.
She's not
Yeah.
in there. Don't worry. She's not there.
I was about
What?
to tell
No,
you, Joe.
Star Child is there, Joe.
Yeah, Star
Oh.
Child. Yeah, that was Joe, because Nathan
That is
had to
not
give Joe.
Are doing that has nothing to do with me,
Yeah,
Tyler.
that's Joe thinking
I said
he's
no.
cute and funny.
Oh
Had to
shit!
do
I
something.
guess I should have.
Pull up the chat room with a lot of hate messages towards Joe.
I should have.
I had to do that just to disrupt all the goodness of this shit, and we were left where we didn't have one to pick. So I said, "Fuck it, throw it in there." I
No, we
picked
could
it
have
on
put so many
opposite
other
day.
good ones in there, but Nathan's like, well, we're gonna give this one to Joe.
There you
handicap man.
So
That's right, opposite day. I did it for opposite day. I put this piece of shit one in there, but there.
What's
I
like
like
those
it.
holidays.
now?
well,
Ah.
here's the deal too, because I want to explain this. Because as you guys look at this on your screen, you can see that there are certain episodes that have a round one bye in the tournament. So what had happened was I asked the three of them to give me their top 16 episodes from season 1. I got a list from all of them, and then I went through and I'm like, okay, these match. So the ones that got buys were the ones that were on all 3 lists. And I'm going to scroll up here because I have them. There were 9 episodes, so only 8 of them got buys. So as you guys can see, House of Shikoti Part 1, Part 2, Evil Lynn's Plot, Tila's Quest, She-Demon of Phantos, Sleepers Awaken, Dragon Invasion, Prince Adam No More, I think were the ones that all got the buys. So Song of Solace, I think, is shifted over here, maybe. I gotta look at this again because I moved everything around from the thumbnail because I didn't want everyone to see it ahead of time. So I switched some shit, which House of Shikoti Part 1 and Part 2 were on opposite ends of the bracket, but now they're not. Because I had to do that. Where is Song of Solace? Oh, okay, it's right there. Okay. So the next batch was Dragon's Gift, Diamond Raid, Disappearance, Return of Granomir, Mystery of Many Faces, Pawns of the Game Master, Creature from the Tar Swamps, Dawn and Dragoon, and The Witch and the Warrior. Those were the ones that had 2 matching between the 3 lists. And then 18 through 24 were the ones that only appeared once between the lists. And I want to say it's between Tyler and Joe's list. So we have Return of Orko's Uncle, which was Tyler's pick that wasn't on anyone else's list. He was kind
I'm
of
ashamed of both you guys for that. I want you to know it.
The Shaping Staff, Reign of the Monster,
Fuck a shit.
Evil Seed, The Heart of a Giant, which I remember being Joe's pick. Colosser Awakes, which someone said Colosser Awakens. I want to say it was Joe that had worded it like that.
Yeah,
so-
that would be Joe.
So he fucked that up. And then he's like, Star Child, put that on there. And I spent most of this week watching as many of these episodes as I kind of crunched it within the last 4 or 5 days. And I was telling Tyler, I apologize in advance if I'm trying to be like, what happened in that? Because a lot of it started to blend together. Because I'm like, how many episodes in here have dragons in them? Okay, yeah, that one and that one. How many times has Evil Lynn taken on a different appearance to try to trick somebody? Oh, yeah, there's a couple episodes to do that, too. All right, the widgets, yeah, they're in a couple of these. I'm like, what's where? So that kind of broke my brain a little bit. But, yeah, I meant to screen cap this and send it to Tyler so he could kind of see how the brackets are laid out.
Yeah, I have no idea how this looks. So
I might...
people, if you're bitching a moan thinking this thing is rigged, I have no idea how this is set up.
No,
Joe
none
and Rebecca
of
have
you
no
did.
idea how
Yeah.
this is set
Until
up.
you're seeing it here.
Yeah. So we cannot predict anything because we have no idea who's pitted up against whoever.
And
so.
I had no influence on the choices of these episodes. This was between Joe, Tyler, and Rebecca. So if you're upset, like Curtis Akerman would probably be about a Golden Disc of Knowledge not being in there.
Hey, shit out of luck.
Yeah, and you can blame that on Joe because he's like, gotta have Star Child in there. It's one of my favorite episodes. So there you go.
See, not Game Plan, or hell, even The Remedy, or hell, they just throw a dart and name something better. Disappearing Act. Joe just thought it'd be cute and funny because of one of those bullshit holidays. Opposite Day, my ass. Man,
what is this? What is this? Spirit Week in 3rd grade, Joe?
Star Child.
Well, Star Child
versus
versus Dragon's Gift. Let's advance Dragon's Gift. We could do that real quick. So that's a quick advance.
No. I want to talk briefly about Star Child and what a piece of shit it is. How we have the tree people.
Was a bad episode.
We have the tree people and what is it? The cave dwellers.
Who gives a fuck?
That are wanting custody of the Star Child. It was just, it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Not good. Well, I'm gonna screen cap this so I can send it to Tyler at least.
Yeah, I need to have an idea if we're gonna do it in true fashion here. And we take turns picking the next match.
Joe, go ahead and take your next pick, and I will go ahead because Dragon's Gift went against Star Child. I think it's easy to say that Dragon's Gift.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking at the bracket. I think one would be Dawn of Dragoon versus Return of Orko's Uncle.
Oh, fuck, man.
I'm picking Dawn of Dragoon. Yeah, I'll say
Out
Dawn
of
of
those
Dragoon.
two, I like
why?
Return of Orko's Uncle better.
Okay.
Why, Joe?
What about you, Joe?
Why
are you picking that?
This one was cool because, obviously we get to be introduced to Driel. We get to see Orko, how powerful he is on, his homeworld of Trala. You get to obviously see the compassion that He-Man has in one of his best lines while saving Dragoon. It was a powerful episode and a very interesting one for those who would doubt, thinking Orko's just never worth nothing.
Yeah.
Or he's a pile of shit. It's like, look what he fucking did. It was a great, like I said, it was one of my favorite episodes. So I'd pick that over that. So I say Dawn of Dragoon. They're both great. Like I said, it's not, again, so people don't get worked up thinking, oh, we're shitting on all these episodes. No, these are all great.
These are the best of season 1.
Except for the Star Child.
Yeah, of
except
course.
for Joe
Star
being
Child
dumb.
was just a stupid fucking... Yeah, that was just being fucking goofy. But anyways, these are all amazing, great episodes, and I'm not putting any of them down. It's just if I had a choice between the two, I'm picking Dawn of Dragon.
All right, Rebecca, you want to give your thoughts on why you made your choice?
Between those two episodes, I definitely enjoy Return of Orko's Uncle way more than that one. I mean, I do love that episode, but just overall, I like that episode better.
Okay.
Better villains.
These are two treasure trove episodes for a multitude of reasons, but because of this matchup, I got to go with Return of Orko's Uncle. My passion for Azrog and Spider my passion for Dragoon knows no limits, but that tag team has been so branded in my brain since I was probably 3 or 4 years old, maybe even 3. So I just adore those two villains so much. So I just have to go with that one. That's what makes this one so hard because I fucking love Dawn of Dragoon in that moment when Adam does the transformation phrase backwards. But yeah, I got to go with Return of Orko's Uncle.
Oh, great! It all comes down to me to either push this through or tie it.
Yeah.
I like Dragoon a lot, actually.
He's a great villain.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with Joe on this. I like the idea that we're seeing more of the fact that we can see how powerful Orko can be. And how everything's backwards, and how Adam is struggling at first. Yes, he does get through the transformation sequence by saying it backwards, which I was thinking when I was watching it, I was like, I wonder if a parent caught this in the 80s, because there was that whole craze of playing shit backwards, and it was this demon stuff. So I kind of, even though it was just him saying the phrase backwards, and it's not actually taking the speech and reversing it all, which I'm curious what that would sound like. But The widgets are. I think this is the episode for me where. Well,
The widgets aren't either one of these episodes there, bud.
oh, see, I'm already thinking of.
You meant to say Trowlins? Did you mean to say Trowlins or something like that?
Sorry,
Possibly.
I don't
That's
know.
why, pal.
See, that's what I'm talking. When you watch like 20 of these and and it's all okay.
Which I can't. I just never even thought you'd do. I figured some of these you had.
It was
an okay idea. I didn't expect you to do this.
It was daunting because there were a couple of
That's
these.
a lot to take in.
There were a couple of these that, admittedly, and sorry everybody listening to this. You go in the comments, tell me I'm not your fan. I really don't give a shit. But there were some of these I've never watched before, surprisingly. So I was like, oh, okay, and take that in. And I don't know why I'm saying widgets because I'm thinking of Evil Lynn's plot and
Mystery Many Faces.
there you go. Because
We got you, bud. We got you covered. You ain't got to stress. We got you covered.
I know. So, I'm gonna go with Dawn Dragoon. So we're at a tie now.
It's a tie.
How do we break this tie?
Right out of the gate.
Do we pass it to the chat?
We can let the chat
and let
see
them
what they
decide.
think.
Oh,
or
you know
do-
what? We could give it to Grimbot there and see what he has. To
I was
say.
about to say,
All right.
let
Let's
him
get-
decide. Let's
let's
decide.
get-
Oh, just to let you know, if Grimbot's going to choose this, I know he's going to be saying Return of Oracle's Uncle because I pissed him off with saying Star Child. He said, Joe, you should have said Trouble in Arcadia.
No, but
So,
I'm
go ahead.
quite certain he loves Donald Dragoon too. But I feel like he's just as he's
Go ahead,
anybody
Grim.
else outside
us
of
your
James E.
thought.
Talk is more qualified to give it an input on the.
Well,
on
if he's
this
still
one,
here, if you're still here, Grim, go ahead.
Someone
Which
give
one do you-
James Etalk a call. Let's get.
He
Yeah,
picked
get him on the line.
Dragoon.
You know,
He picked
Oh.
Donald
Dragoon.
Dragoon.
Okay.
Okay.
I will honor that.
Oh, he actually doesn't. I guess he doesn't hate me. No, I figured he was
Well,
going to get.
he's gonna put his passion before or I don't know if he puts passion before principle.
All the
but
hate
this-
for
this-
me within people, it really swells. You know, it fucking happens. You see what they do to me in groups? Shit, the things they call me.
You
these
mean how
weird
they suck
skits-
on your dick and your balls and your nipples and everything? They think you're a damn god.
All right. Well, Rebecca,
We
you pick
probably
up.
need to get James and Deuce on here for one of these Kumites at some point. I think it'd be fun.
Oh,
That way
that'd be
we'd
great.
have a fifth person on here.
Mhm.
That way we'd always have a tiebreaker.
Well, I did tell James I wanted to get him in February, so we'll get him in February and we'll see what we can
Maybe
do.
we could
that's
do like a
okay.
season 1 of She-Ra or season 2 of He-Man.
Let's do.
Yeah.
If we get him on in February.
Okay.
All right. Well, go ahead, Rebecca. You do a next pick.
Let's do Mystery of Many Faces versus Evil Seed. For me, this one's. I already know which one I'm going to pick out of this one.
All right. Now I can talk about the widgets now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that between the widgets being in this and Evil Lynn's plot, I found the widgets to be way more digestible in Evil Lynn's plot as opposed to Mystery of Many Faces. They're not
Really?
bad. They're not bad by any means, but they teeter a little bit for me in Mystery of Many
Well,
Faces.
you're given more character with spending time with them a little bit more in Evil Lynn's plot, whereas
Yeah.
I mean there is a plot device to get He-Man and to meet Many Faces as opposed to they're intricate to the story of Evil Lynn stealing the Cordite.
Yeah.
So it makes
They have more of a
Squinch's little
role to
arc a
play
lot.
instead
Yeah.
of being a plot point.
Yeah. I would say too that's probably their best appearances in Evil Lynn's plot. Even they're in several episodes, but I think that's by far their best appearances in Evil Lynn's plot, which is their first episode.
I picked
I'm
Evil
gonna
Seed
go
just
with-
because I'm a sucker for everybody teaming up like that together.
And-
Also, just
It is
Evil
good.
Seed.
Evil
I-
Seed was the only you were the only one that picked it on your list, if I remember correctly. And the Mystery of Many
Yeah.
Faces was on 2 lists, which happened to be Tyler's and
Oh
Rebecca's.
no, that's
so.
fine. Like I said, I enjoyed it more. I
like
enjoyed
Evil
seeing
Seed too,
all
but
them-
Oh, yeah.
No,
like I
love
said,
it
just
too.
seeing them all working together, that both the heroic warriors and the evil warriors are just fucking, they have to team up to stop whatever this is that's fucking causing this problem. And a lot of people picked on the design of Evil Seed thinking it was goofy. I thought it was creepier and shit, and I still
Oh,
do.
it's
But
cool.
I
I don't know
Yeah,
what they-
I love-
what they're
again,
talking about.
love them. Yeah, I love them both. But I just picked Evil Seed.
Joe,
just
you don't
for that reason.
you don't
And I
have
think-
to you don't have to keep. I love them all. I mean, these are the best of season 1.
Yeah,
So,
well, I picked Evil Seed.
Do you love Star Child's design, Joe?
No.
No, you don't love them all.
Next week, Joe will be like, "Here's Origin Star Child. I'm making this for a customer. They really.
I
they
made a
really had to
horrible
have it."
version of that when I first started doing customs years ago. Oh, did it look like shit? I'll
Do
never
you
want to
ha-
show
do you
that
have
again.
a picture of that?
I hope I removed it. I think I removed it off of all my social media. It was that bad. It should not be around. It was horrible looking. it sold, but it was horrible. When I was first started, I was like, oh, that's an abomination. So probably for a reason. You won't find it, Nathan. I think I removed it all, and I'm not going to send you the picture of it off of my computer here.
I bet it's
have
on
it.
Google.
Please don't try to find it, because I hope it's not there. Oh God, I hope it's not. Now I'm
I
going to go
believe
Google
I've
for
seen
you.
it before, like in the past, and I was like, who the fuck made that?
Thanks. Let me see if I can. I hope it's not there.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it in the past, like on He-Man.org or something like that.
Oh God,
Uh,
please
It's like
don't
on the forums, like under like shitty customs.
This would be.
I
I'm just
can't-
checking
I can't,
Google search.
I can't find
Oh,
it.
thank God it's not
Yeah,
there.
I was
I
looking
think
for
I
it
did.
too.
Woo! Leave it to Grim to do some real digging, and he'll be like, "I found
Grim will
it,
find
Joe. You caveman.
I
Look
hope
what I
somebody.
found."
I hope somebody does. If anybody
Don't-
finds it and you're
don't-
friends with me on Facebook, please feel free. Facebook Messenger,
Just-
send it to me. We'll put it on the screen. If this
Yeah, I
happens
was gonna say,
tonight,
on
I'll be
sale
very happy.
now, and you go to Joe Amanda Customs for your very own star child.
Yeah.
I would be embarrassed, so I pray nobody. So, okay, let's get back to the picks.
Is that it?
You're
Or
gonna
is that somebody
hold,
else's?
hold it up closer to the camera.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
No?
That's somebody else's.
No, I think I've seen that one before.
Yeah.
There's
By
been a lot of
accident.
people that have done Star Child.
Because I don't like
Just
no
let you know,
one's searching for Star Child.
Yeah, there's been a few people that have done it, but I mean, just nothing really does her justice because it's a bad design and it translates.
There's a bunch
into-
of kisses coming up.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Evil Seed as well. I like the.
Oh God, you're gonna make
Another
another
tie?
tie now.
Grim,
I like the
help us out.
idea. I like the idea.
Can we just get him on the show right now and he can be?
Yeah.
Just have him pop. We'll just add him in when we need him, and then it's all right. Well, I think it'll be like the fucking Who Wants to Be
Yeah,
a
we'll
Millionaire.
call you when we need you.
Yeah.
The chat's saying Evil Seed like crazy right now. Tons
Well,
of Evil Seed picks, but
I mean, he's
yeah.
shrouded in mystery for a little bit, reveals himself. Say what you will about the design, I personally like it
I
as well.
loved it.
But I like the idea that he's coming in, and it's not just he's there to ruin He-Man's day. Like, he doesn't care about anybody. It's like, all right, yeah, Skeletor, evil warriors, I got them all trapped, and Skeletor and He-Man having to put their shit aside to work together to take him down. Thought it was kind of cool.
Grim picked Evil Seed. Yeah, and Grim picked Evil Seed.
Damn,
So
Grim's on our side tonight.
That's awkward. I'm uncomfortable.
The
with
thing is,
this.
I'm not mad because I'm like,
He's probably
So
plotting your demise right now.
even though I prefer the mystery of Manny Faces. Because
I do too. I think
fucking
Manny's
powerful
story
episode.
arc is a sad story, and it's
It
just a
doesn't
great
matter.
story
Grim
arc.
has spoken.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck you guys.
Yes. Well, at some point we're gonna have to start defending our choices here because then we say fuck him too.
Tyler, you're picking it. Go ahead.
Well,
What's your pick?
Let's see here.
Actually, I
we're
think-
gonna go with.
I think as I go, I'm gonna start like deleting these other ones that have been
yeah,
eliminated.
because it's very
Yeah, it's kind of.
convoluted.
It's kind of hard to look at.
Yeah.
Not picking on your bracket. It's just that's how it is.
Yeah,
it's just it's kind
Shut
of weird.
up, Joe.
Like,
I know you're trying to pick on.
No, I was
Let's see.
not picking on you.
So, because the lines in the bracket are a little blurred there, so I was just trying to figure out which.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go with let's see, is it Sleepers Awaken versus? Oh no, we have Song of Solace. Okay, yeah, the
Yeah,
buys
yeah,
there.
yeah.
All right, yeah. So let's go with Song of Solace versus Colossal Awakes. And
Colossal.
I triumphant episodes both of them, but I got to go with Song of Solace.
That's my choice too.
Yeah,
That was on my list.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was on. I was surprisingly Dragon's Gift was not on Joe's list.
Yeah.
So Grandbot, you might not want to side with everything Joe puts on here.
That was so creepy when she would sing. I remember that gave me like chills. It was like a haunting, beautiful thing that she did when she would do that in that episode. I loved that. I just loved how it was executed. It was pretty cool. And just
I
seeing the
love
mini
how-
gray
Lizard Man was
skull.
great in it too. Love
What's
that?
Lizard Man. I was rewatching it with John, and John was like, "Oh, Lizard Man's cool."
He's a wonderful character, and yet people are just like, I don't get it. What's his powers? He's a fucking lizard. That's why he's cool.
And plus, he's quick as shit. I mean, you can't catch that
Yeah.
fucker.
I'm
Imagine
so-
Like a live
something like
Spider-Man.
Lizard Man.
I'm surprised that Tyler's always like, yeah, you're like Lizard Man. I'm like, for me
Because
personally,
Nathan is limber,
Used to
Lizard
be.
Man is limber.
used to be.
Well, if you guys
No,
could
no,
see how
just an
Nathan would
old
dance
man.
in public to like amuse himself and to make me laugh, I mean, that's how I imagine Lizard Man would dance. You know, because Nathan could just move really quick. I mean, agile. So yeah, that's why I always associate Lizard Man with Nathan.
I'm gonna go with Song of Solace. I'm gonna break the.
Okay.
I'm gonna break
There you
our what we've had
All
going
right, so
on.
Greg, your services will no longer be needed for this match.
But
shit.
Joe, it's Colossus Awakes. All right, just so you know.
Shut up.
The widgets aren't in it. So.
All right, pick one, Nathan. You shitbag.
Well, I gotta move this. All right. I'll go back over here to the other side. I'll save that one for Joe. Let's go with the Shaping Staff versus the Witch and the Warrior.
Shaping staff. But I don't need to explain that.
On one hand, Shaping Staff's great because you got that and it's changing everybody into various animals and insects. But the Witch and the Warrior is pretty cool too because this is where Evelyn and Tila kind of have to work to have a mutual understanding, which those episodes are always fun when a hero and a villain
And you have a different colored Kothos too. You got a different colored Kothos.
See, I'm surprised you
Not this
didn't
one.
pick it, so if we move
plus
that
Evelyn
forward,
turning
you can
into a
keep
slug
showing
was
them.
awesome.
Yeah. That was a nasty.
That
It
was
looked like a big.
Yeah, that was
It looked like
nice.
a pile of shit or something. It was
Yeah.
gross. That
What
was
have
gross.
you done
You
to
think that'd
me?
be like the worst thing to turn into? Is like a
It was like
slug.
weird science
Girls.
turning Bill
Yeah,
Paxton
with
into
Chet.
Which is
yeah,
my
big piece of
pick is
shit.
Witch in the Warrior because that I do love
Yeah.
that episode a lot.
Joe,
I
did you
thought
just make
Joe
a
was
fart
fart-
noise?
I thought you were farting on Rebecca's choice.
Well, no, not the choice. But when
What do you
mentioned
pick?
about weird science, the pile of shit. Remember, and all the squirting out. God, that was disgusting. And I seen a fly.
That's the whole
I
like
think Joe's describing
that
his
little
latest
side
shit.
thing of like that was so cool, like Clawful versus He-Man and him pulling him down, and then
Yeah.
that leaving Evelyn and Tila to themselves kind of thing. I love that episode.
And you got
I
to
love-
see that Evelyn's hair wasn't black. Everybody assumed she had black hair.
I
and
did too when I was a
this white
kid. It
short
was
hair.
years
Yeah.
later. It wasn't until the internet that I knew she had white hair. But weirdly enough, I saw the beginning of this episode on the USA Cartoon Express before I went to school one day.
Hmm.
And I never got to finish it. I saw it to be just enough to know that Clawful was in it, Kothas was in it, and then I had to go to school. God, it was so infuriating. That's when I had to go to school. It was like 10 minutes after
Aw.
8 o'clock. I had to go to school. I was
No, no.
kindergarten.
Put
Damn
the,
you!
Put the VHS in there. Tape it for me.
Oh, I didn't even think about asking my babysitter to do that. Damn it!
You know,
She'd have done it too.
I
She'd have recorded all kinds of stuff. From
now
back in the
that
day.
now that I think about it, I know that we did it a little bit when I was a kid with recording cartoons on a tape. We should have done that more. Mom and Dad, why? We had a VCR. We could have just got some
Yeah.
blank VHS tapes every Saturday
I missed out
morning.
all these recordings of Thundercats, Silverhawks, Bionic 6 first thing in the morning, along with Little Rascals,
Fuck.
Video Power.
Guys,
See, when I was a little kid, I knew
how.
how to be a little thief, and I would know how to copy VHS tapes from the video store.
Oh, see,
Oh,
I
did
knew
you do
people
That's
the
what I
old
did
tab
with my
thing?
Shira.
You did the old tab
Yep.
thing with that?
See,
Yeah, and then
I
you
thought
put
that's what
the-
you.
yeah.
I never could figure out had to take the tab off though. I never could do that because that's what I heard. That's what you had to do it. But Nathan knew how to double tape.
Yeah.
A little ingenious
I mean,
pirating Rebecca. How
yeah.
about that? Isn't that sweet?
I was a little thief, like you, Joe.
See? Yeah, well, there you go.
No,
Birds
I
of a
didn't
feather.
steal them. I just didn't want to keep running.
No,
them
you
all the
did
time.
steal them, Rebecca. They should have been fined.
No,
you remember
no.
that?
See,
was copyright
all right. Well,
infringement.
if
They
that
stole
is
shit.
that is stealing, then you taking the fucking kids' lunches is definitely stealing.
It's
all
Are
right?
your
Three
girlfriend's
Doritos.
comic book?
3 Doritos. She's taking.
You're
fucking
still
foods
taking
there. That's
something
terrible.
from something. So
Hey,
you're
I
at least
didn't
you
stealing.
steal the
returned
tapes.
the
I
videos.
copied the tapes.
Rebecca did return the tapes.
Yeah.
Joe didn't
Yeah,
return
so
the
other
Doritos.
people could enjoy them.
But you know what I did? I returned it.
You
in
ate all the
friendship.
Doritos, so no one could
I
enjoy them.
returned
Yeah,
it in friendship. People valued my friendship. I was
No,
Shit.
nobody
Yeah.
rated your friendship,
You
Joe.
never know. And that wasn't a real fart. Everybody in the chat, I went, I did that. Went, that's what I did.
No,
Jesus
Joe
Christ.
farted.
I think I
That's
Yeah,
all
it
right.
was.
Yeah, he beefed.
Yeah, he beefed all over the place.
I was,
Tyler, really quick, because you brought up Video Power. Can we talk about the fucking? Can we bring that up really quick? Because that was the
Sure,
funniest
because
fucking thing.
I was watching reruns of that this week to amuse myself, and part of me was also thinking like how Joe and Nathan would be on the show if they had to compete against each other, and how aggressive they get, like when they lose at video games. It just pictured like if Nathan beat Joe throwing a fit in front of Johnny Arcade, and Johnny Arcade's acting like a damn moron. Like
Well, because he was always coked up.
Yeah, out of his
So
mind.
you and
That
Johnny
guy.
Arcade had a
I hated
lot in
that guy
common,
on the
Joe.
show. He sat there. What did he do to that one person? Remember, just threw him off the fucking stage with the sitter talking. This poor kid looked just traumatized. Jesus Christ!
But-
I love the show, but boy,
I think Rebecca needs to, or Shepard might have to get John to like tell her or show her
Oh.
some video. It's all on YouTube.
did
Most
that
of the
kid
episodes
go?
are on YouTube.
Like he's trying to get the kid to look excited because.
Well,
So he's constantly making the kids feel uncomfortable. And for 2 seasons, the kids never got comfortable. Like, just
It looks
figured
so-
out they don't like what you're doing to them.
We gotta find that clip and show it. Oh my god!
Well, we
got
got to show. See, I sent one to Nathan
Oh,
to like
God.
see if it would brighten up his day. Oh my god!
So I pulled into the parking lot before work, and I'm just like, oh god, fuck, a shitty day. And Tyler had messaged me this, and I watched it, and he looks at one kid and he's like, tell me something. Who came up with the bushwhackers? And the kid's just looking at him like kind of like shifting his eyesight like and then they cut the while the camera's on the kid, you just hear and Johnny Arcade's doing the bushwhacker, he doing the walk, and he's like and he's like, oh, sorry, I'm scaring you guys, and he like apologized for it and just messed with his hair and went back to like reading the
and
cue
the kids
cards.
don't respond.
They don't
say
do
anything.
anything.
They
It's
just-
so great.
I don't know what you're talking
Oh man.
Oh my
If
god!
I find
love
that clip,
show so much,
I'll
though.
send that. Yeah, I'll try to find that one. That one was just great with that kid. That was
What a
he
weird
was
fucking
so fucking
show.
confused.
Oh, I love that show though. That Nick Arcade,
Yeah. But see, the host on Nick Arcade was actually like
a good person.
A
Like
good-
he wasn't out of his mind.
he wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a sane human being who just was being a cool guy. This
He
guy
was just trying to be a cool host. This dude was just batshit crazy.
and they
hopped
had
up
2
on
hosts on
drugs.
Video Power. You didn't need 2 hosts. Like, why didn't they just give it Tara that the guy with the blazer who was doing like the play-by-play stuff?
Yeah.
I used to confuse me.
He
Why
wasn't
didn't they host
zany
him?
in '90s enough.
Yeah,
I don't know.
asking people to smell his feet, which he did that on one episode.
Like
He
Tony,
asked the kids
he's
to
like
smell his
Tony.
feet.
Well, Tony Atlas likes having feet on his face. So
Yeah,
it's like the
this guy was
opposite
asking these 2 boys, do my feet stink? Like something Joe would do.
Oh no.
We need to resurrect Video Power and make Joe the host.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you ever eaten jalapeno spam in your underwear on a Friday night? Why doesn't anybody love me?
Oh, good shit. Okay, well, let's get back to the fucking
Yeah,
show.
we'll have
Go
to do
ahead.
like a Video Power. I think we did that on our podcast that no one else fucking watched. So
Yeah,
maybe
well-
we'll have to bring it back
Oh,
and we're back
yeah,
in.
we'll bring it back.
Okay, so Witch and the Warrior advanced, correct? So throw
Ellen
that
never
forward.
even picked.
Yeah, wait, no one.
Yeah, I was about to say Tyler needs to pick.
Oh. I thought
Yeah.
you-
Joe, did you pick?
Joe picked shaping
He said
staff,
shaping
right?
staff.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They're both solid episodes. Having Cloth on the episode kind of gives this one a little bit of an edge for me. You know, we only get our only appearance of Fake and the shaving staff, and I love how it takes place mostly at night. There's some cool images in the shaping staff too, but yeah, I'll go with Witch and the Warrior.
Okay.
Yeah, I go with Witch and the Warrior as well. So
Let's
Witch and the Warrior advances.
My next pick. Creatures from the Tar Swamp.
Swamp.
Tar Swamp. And Diamond Ray of Disappearance.
Oh fuck. Well, I got to say Diamond Ray on this one. I
God
love
damn.
creatures with the Dracocon, but Diamond Ray Disappearance. Can't argue it.
I think Diamond Ray, because it is a good introduction to the characters and everything. But I'm going to go with Creatures from the Tar Swamp.
Interesting.
Joe,
Back. I want to hear you. I want to be last.
I want to
I'm
go.
thinking.
I like
Let me
when
the
you
fuck
think.
alone.
Go
I'm
ahead.
thinking here.
I can hear it. I can hear her thinking.
Can you hear me thinking?
What's
Does
she
it
say?
sound like you
You know
farting?
what I'm thinking now?
She's like, Joe, you better pick first, otherwise I'm gonna come visit and see you at Fantasticon.
I
I'm
am
gonna
going to
go-
see you at Fantasticon, whether you like it or not. I'm going to come up to your door and be like, surprise, motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
Actually,
Okay,
what you should do is like the mock thing and be like, some fries, motherfucker, and he'd be like, ooh, food. That's what you need to do when you show up outside his house. Just have the cardboard box with some Popeyes in it. And he'd be like, oh, the Popeyes, and then you trap him in the box.
Or like just
Yeah,
store a
for
box
those,
of Popeyes
for
in front
those
of
who
him.
don't know, Joe doesn't want to see me Joe doesn't want to
No,
see me
that's not.
at Fantastic Con.
That's
Yeah,
not.
he doesn't want to see any of us in person actually, because I was
No,
I was thinking about making the drive to Parts Unknown to hang out and
That's
hang out with Newt and John. I might even bring Tyler with me. We can finally all hang out together in person, record an episode of the show together in one room. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome. But Joe doesn't want to do it,
Yeah,
so.
he's
No,
afraid.
I just.
He's just, I'm willing to come all this way. We're willing to come all this way to see him, and he's like.
And Joe, you can't say anything because you're the one that brought it up on the show. We weren't even going to talk about it on here, and you're the one that brought it up. So this is what you get.
We were gonna buy you a nice dinner, Joe.
Mhm.
We wanted
We're going to watch you eat steak with your
Steak?
hands.
A real sting?
It's
a
gonna be
real
great.
steak. I would have enjoyed a steak with you.
I would have too.
She wouldn't have even cut it up and fed it to you, Joe.
No, don't cut it up. I gotta pick that up.
He's got to eat it with his hands.
The juices.
How do you like
We'll
the
see.
steak, Joe?
Oh, I like it medium rare. I don't
Yeah.
like it well done because it's just.
I'm a medium well guy. Don't inch me towards the rare.
I think steak's overrated anyway.
Oh, hey,
Fuck
get
you,
out of
Rebecca.
here. Get out of here.
Medium
sir.
rare.
You
Well
guys get
done.
Medium
my
rare
ass.
like you. Yeah.
I think it's
Medium
so
rare, that's-
overrated.
Mm.
When I was
I
a
see
kid, I liked
diamond
it.
rate.
bloody,
You've just never
but I
had a
was
good
like,
steak.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's your
I
problem.
have had a good steak, and it's good, but I'm like, God, people are just ready to just jerk off over steaks. I'm like, I don't get it.
That's me. That's me. Hey,
I
you want to
don't
talk
get
about?
it.
I
what?
normally do get fish over steak, but I do like steak.
The
No,
Speaking of
I
bloody
will take
stuff, Rebecca-
a bacon cheeseburger or a pizza over a steak any day.
No, let me tell you about some
No.
bloody stuff, Rebecca. You were talking about liking it bloody.
No.
I remember that one place. I
wait.
went after work,
Hang on, wait.
they do some good-
I said when I was younger, I
Let me
liked
tell
it
you about some
bloody.
bloody stuff.
Yeah.
I like how that's how Joe starts the sentence.
Joe
Well,
probably
no, I
drinks
like-
the blood
like-
out of the package.
Yeah.
Well, I liked it. I would like it real bloody too at times. See, that was the thing. It was this place
Is that
I
how
worked
you
at
like the
after-
women too, Joe?
Let me finish. Shut up. So, anyways, they would sometimes cook up some stuff on the
Sick
grill.
fuck.
They had steaks, and
Consider
The
himself
one guy
his own
was like-
tampon.
he was like, Joe, how you? He was like, Joe, how you want it? And I was like, medium rare. So I
Joe's
watched him.
that
He
guy.
put
It's
it on
like,
the grill.
hey, you ever earned your Red Wings? I have.
Let me finish. So he sat there, he put it on the grill.
How do
And
you
then he-
want it? I like it bloody. Do you now?
Listen, I told him to flip it over. Flipped it over, and I looked and I seen both.
Flip it
sides were
over.
seared.
He flipped her over and did her dry. There was blood all over the place.
Because he seared the one side and then he seared the other, and I was like, I'll take it right now. And I started cutting. He's like, Joe, he's like, I haven't even cooked that.
It sounds
I was
like you're
"It's-
describing sex with a woman.
I know.
But really, I cut
But
it.
really?
And when I cut it open,
I
he said, Joe,
cut her good, man. I mean, I was getting there
Jesus
deep.
Christ.
I was just working it hard. I couldn't
But he
break
did,
her
like I
open
said,
though.
I cut it, like I said, sliced it open. He's like, Joe, that's not even cooked. He said, it's only seared on that side and that
It's
side. I
only
was like, I don't
scissored on
care.
that side. Yeah, you telling me,
Yeah.
bud.
So that's
Joe
how I
does
had
some
it.
scissoring.
It was,
Huh.
yeah, it wasn't even cooked pretty much at all. It just was on one side or another.
And
But
you
no,
ate
yeah,
it
medium
anyway.
rare. Yeah, diamond ray of disappearance. Yeah, and that's great.
What a
That is my
segue.
best. Yeah, medium rare is my favorite way
No,
of
it's-
having it. But yeah,
I'm gonna go with Diamond Ray. Yeah, I think I gotta go with that one.
that advances.
Damn.
All right.
God, it's
Well,
hard. This is hard.
It
I don't
is.
like this.
Now, speaking of hard, you got the next pick, Rebecca.
Oh, I do.
What are you implying? That you
Wait,
like hard
do I?
stuff there,
I
Joe?
thought, did Nathan choose this one?
No, I chose that one.
He chose it.
I did.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
see.
I picked the one before that.
Let's see. Where are we?
We got to think a couple still
Oh,
on.
Return of
Yeah,
Grenadier
we-
and the Heart of a Giant. For me, it's gonna be Return of Grenadier. As much as I
Down in
love
Branimir.
Heart
Return
of a
of
Giant,
Grenadier.
I do love that episode. But Return of
Yeah.
Grenadier.
Return of Granamere.
Yeah. Return of Granamere. A heart of a giant is great. I do
Yeah,
like
it is.
that.
It's really great. I love.
And now there's only one left in that bracket out of default, so it's Reign of the Monster versus Pawns of the Game Master.
Well, I'll take it upon myself to begin this one.
I
here,
already know
Joe.
what Tyler's gonna say. I'm gonna pick Pawns of the Game Master and go on a rant and why it's so much fucking better Reign of the Monster. But for me, I'm picking Reign of the Monster.
Well, you're not going to shout on my parade there,
Go ahead, ramble. Go ahead.
bloody Bill.
Go ahead.
No, I don't have to, because you know what? A goofy monster with a big fucking wig on his head with the, like, little
Leave that
dainty
shit
arms.
alone. But those powers, that fucking thing was unstoppable. I don't
I
care
think
if he had a
hands
wig,
down-
he was bald-headed. I don't care if he was bald-headed. I don't care if he had a wig. I don't care what the
You,
fuck.
you cannot compare
Pawns
the
of the
goofy ass
Game
monster
Master,
to the
dude.
humanoid
That-
insect man
Bullshit.
and bear man.
I loved him.
Exactly.
Like, all the shit he could do, all
The
the
three of those
powers
guys
and
could kick the
abilities that he
shit out
had,
of Mulcrum.
that thing, Oh, his mom would kill all of
Back
everything.
me up here, Rebecca. Rebecca, here. I'm tagging Rebecca in for the hot tag.
Hey, wait.
Stupid ass staff of Avion. That's the only reason he got stopped. Otherwise, he would have killed,
weird.
destroyed everything. He
It's-
is unstoppable.
It's hands down Pawns of the Game Master for me.
I'm gonna choke the shit out of Rebecca.
I love that.
Oh, look at that.
No, we're kicking them off.
But
We're kicking them off of
it's still
YouTube.
Pawns of the
Yeah,
Game
for a week.
Master.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
No, I
Well,
don't think.
No, we
I don't
heard you
think
live. It can't be
YouTube
taken back.
cares.
You know, Grimbach could even take that clip and play it over and over again.
Yeah.
I choke you. Or, you know,
No,
What's against mine again? Jesus.
It's weird that Joe
yeah,
picks.
I could type that. If I
It's
would have
weird.
typed it, I would have been off of Facebook.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, Joe, but it's a far superior episode.
It's weird that Joe picked it. It's weird Joe picked it because it's like it has Stratos and like his
it's a very
race
prominent
in it.
Stratus-based episode, yeah.
Good episode.
I've never
it's no
understood why Joe liked that episode as much as he does. I have no idea why. It's
Yeah, I have
not.
no idea
It's
why.
not like the Return of
Prefer
Evil.
Pawns of the Game Master over that fucking Reign of the Monster. First
Dude,
we
don't
saw
even
Stratos, we
pretend
see
to
how
act
he
like Pawns
can
of the
fly.
Game Master is
first we get to see
substandard.
how he flies. Now we see why they
Silly
get to fly.
bastard.
So it's like, okay, as much as I don't like Stratos, we get to find out the reason of their
No,
flying. We
you
see
don't
their
like the toy
snap.
Stratus. You
Yeah,
like
and we
Stratus.
see
You
the
just don't like
snap,
the
so
toy
it's like
because it
we
didn't
get
come
to
with
see
anything.
more of
Because you
that
need something
Avian
more to
there,
play with
so
other
it
than your
is kinda
penis.
cool. But with Reign of the Monster, you got this fucking unstoppable thing. It's like, fucking, he was released. How can you stop it? Only because of that shitty staff. But if that staff wasn't there, that fucking
Well, if you just
creature
took off the damn
destroyed-
wig, you wouldn't be menacing at all then, right, Joe?
He would have stopped everybody, and he would have destroyed
Him and his
everything.
rubber
if it
band
wasn't for
arms.
that staff. Think about that. You guys need to go back and look at that and watch that shit. That motherfucker was unstoppable. Nobody.
Grandpa, I need you to in the chat room. Just give us a quick thought on why Joe's wrong about
Those
Lamar.
people, I ain't wrong with shit. You guys go ahead. You watch Reign of the Monster. You look at that motherfucker. It's
No,
like,
you
goddamn,
tell me, Grandpa, there that
stop
awesome
this
kick-ass
shit.
trio that would
All that
just kick
stuff
the
he
Evelyn
do.
shit out of Malcolm. Him and his goofy-ass blonde hairdo. Was he a fucking surfer?
It's blonde hair. That's all I can say is blonde hair all the time.
Because
I'm not
it's
Man,
all
Joe's
over the
getting
damn
mad.
place. It's like he's wearing like a damn mop on his head.
Yeah, but he's a gigantic
A
motherfucker. Look at these
gigon.
goddamn he's a gigantic thing. He's got these fucking tentacle arms. He's got the ability to freeze shit, super wind. He's got fucking fire, flames, turning shit to crystal. This
So
fucking thing
he's
is
Superman. He can do everything, right, Joe?
No, Superman ain't cool as this shit. So fuck, Reign of the Monster with goddamn Mulcrum. Mulcrum is one bad some bitch. Okay, there I'm done. Go ahead. Put fucking Pawns of the Game Master forward, and we'll get to the next
Be
fucking
sure that
round.
you do.
Well, did Nathan get to choose yet?
Yeah, I didn't even.
Yeah,
I didn't even get my pick, Joe.
You
Oh, I'm
just
sorry.
assumed.
Go ahead,
Because you're too
Nathan.
busy
I apologize.
sitting there talking about.
Mulcrum is cool. Thank you, Grim. You're a good man.
So,
Man, you become my favorite friend, Grim. What the hell's going
Fedmon's
on?
asked if I
He
can make
said-
the host window a little larger.
I think he said we-
I could do that. I'll do that.
I've never had Grim be this nice.
He
Something's
must have
going
it in for
on.
me or something. Maybe Grim doesn't like me. I haven't heard from him in months.
No, I think there's something going on where he's gonna set me up for something. Something. Right. I'm scared to go to Facebook because this is awkward. I'm not used to this shit. But go ahead, Nathan. You got to make your pick, and then the other rounds we don't really need to explain because it's just we've explained everything about the episode. Just advancement.
Honestly, for this, this is kind of tough for me. I know Tyler's.
I don't know why.
What?
What the fuck is this stuff?
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
kind
for me,
of.
it's hands down.
I'm
better
kind of
than-
with Joe. Like, he is pretty badass. He is
He's
pretty
cool, but
unstoppable. I like
It's a
the.
good
No, he's not.
episode, but
He's not
Pawns
cool
is
at
a
all.
great episode.
I was gonna meet you in person, Rebecca, and let you buy me a
you
$60
weren't.
No, you weren't.
steak. I was.
No,
Oh,
This
you
shit's
were
on.
let me
Window-
buy you.
Oh yeah,
a-
now
Please
it.
let me buy you a 60.
Joey's just gonna eat shit.
Okay. Fuck you, Joe.
We could all eat steak together. You could watch it. Man, could you imagine seeing that? Watching me pick up this juicy steak and just biting it like crazy and just blood dripping out and me dipping it in the
You're
sour
gonna
cream.
give me that honor.
Yeah, I might still do that. But you got to dip it in sour butter.
I mean,
See, now he's on board because I'm like, I'll buy you.
Well, because
steak.
we're live. He's threatened to choke you already on
yeah,
this. So
he's
gotta,
just, he's
gotta
bad
cover
at Fedmon. Sorry, Joe. As cool as he is, I think Pawns of the Game Master
Okay,
is a little
no
bit of a
problem.
better.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, see, I like how he's like, oh, for you, no problem. That's because he's already threatened to choke shit out of me a couple weeks ago. It's okay.
Well, no, I didn't. I did not. When? Did I say that?
On Facebook,
I don't.
all the time.
Oh,
On Messenger,
okay.
I choke shit out of you. But
All right.
Mulcrum is cool. Despite what
Yeah, he is.
Tyler's shitting on him, but Mulcrum is cool.
Because I hate the character. I think he sucks. I don't do it as a joke for joke. No, I generally dislike the character. I think he's a shitty
You're
character.
right, Brian Brummagem. Mulcrum is cool. And you're right, Grim. And all you guys that are in support of Mulcrum, I love all you guys. Man, I'd give you all a special collector's pin just to show my thanks to all of you.
Joe, take your nipples out so they can all just get a nice, good suck out of there.
Right there. Yeah, that JP
Joe and his
Font,
honey
Mulcrum is
suckles.
metal. Yeah, JP Font said Mulcrum is metal. You're right, man. See, goddamn, I love this fucking chat. All right, well, now let's go to the time. Now, this is
Here we go. This is where all these episodes that advanced are going against what the three of you had put all on your list. So these are the top of the top for all three of you. So we'll see how this goes.
Well, speaking of the top, we'll go to the top section there, and I love them both. Yeah, I say it to me.
House of Shikoti Part 1 versus Dragon's Gift.
I gotta go with House. Oh, god damn it! No, wait, because I like House of Shikoti better. Part 2 more. Fuck! Oh, fuck! I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I mean, I gotta go with Dragon's Gift. Is my choice for this
really?
one. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's awkward, and because Part 2, House of Shikoti Part 2, I feel definitely holds up better than the first part.
They're both like Part 2 is scarier than Part 1, but Part 1 is a great setup for the scary shit.
Oh,
yeah, and then the payoff in Part 2 is just it fucking is there. That's the thing. It's like goddamn. But
Part 1 is the foreplay. Part 2 is like that's the orgasm.
That's when you there you go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did I just do that on the screen?
Gotta say.
You know why I'm gonna say Dragon's Gift? Because I don't want to see House of Shikoti Part 1 and 2 go up against each other, even though I would pick 2. But I'm just gonna say Dragon's Gift.
That's not.
I'm saying Dragon's Gift. I'm gonna say Dragon's Gift.
You guys are over here talking about House of Shikoti Part 1 being better than Part 2. I disagree.
No, I think Part 2 is the superior part, but Part 1 is the great setup.
You know what brings down Part 2? Stanlin.
No, there's nothing wrong. Are you kidding? Like, the shit he goes through.
I'm not a big... Once again, take this back to last week. Not a big fan of kids coming in and saving the day.
I don't like kids either, but he's one of the...
Nathan was going to say that.
No, yeah.
But
I don't mind Stanlin, though. Like, believe me, there are other much goofier kids. Like Cousin Jeremy.
And
fucking, we got Lord Mask, we got Malaxa. No, I'm gonna switch. I'm going to House of Shikoti Part 1.
It's too much. It's too much Ram Man, because Ram Man in Filmation
I love Ram Man and House of Shikoti. I think it's the best episode.
Kind of gets on my nerves. I'll say
the reason we got into the house is because of him. Why are you picking on poor fucking Ram Man? I'm saying, I'm going to House of Shikoti Part 1. I fucking, I gotta say that. Fuck it. Oh, this is a lot of flip-flopping shit.
All right, so
I'm
right now...
go with the Dragon's Gift, because Branimir is one of my favorite characters. As much as I love Mask in that whole episode, it's just... Dragon's Gift is...
Yeah, Branimir
in my head, that's already up. It's gonna be in the top here, so... Yeah.
It's
Grim
I've always
said, lay off Ram Man, Nathan. That's what Grim just said. He said enough of your bullshittery.
He's fine in small doses, but I think if you give him too much dialogue, then you're just like...
Hell, even Larry DeTaylor said he was proud of how he wrote Ram Man in that story. Damn right he was.
I just don't like how they make... Like, I hate how they do that to him. Like,
hey, it ain't like fucking Clawful and NYP.
That's but it's not
even Ram Man and NYP. Where
he can't even understand his own language. Yeah. I hated how they did it.
It's not too far off though.
No.
Clawful's a moron in NYP. He can't even understand his own language. That's what pissed me off. I was like, oh, he can't understand that, huh? It's just they made him out to be the biggest dumb fuck in the world, just a big brute of a moron. I hated how they portrayed him. He looked cool as shit, but fuck, that doesn't mean anything if you're just portraying him like he's a fucking useless piece of shit. I'm sorry. So what did you pick, Nathan?
I like Mask a lot. I love the look. I love the voice. But
it's scary.
It's scary. And like you said, it's a fantastic setup. When you get that to be continued, you want to watch part 2. But
holy shit, do you ever?
But I mean, Dragon's Gift. You get Granamir, you get the tree, you get that dark thing that's like, go kill this tree, and He-Man's got it.
Yeah,
there's a lot of weight to that. So
Just replaying that scene of He-Man saying, "I can't take a life," and Grandmere like, "What?"
He's just sneering at him like, "Oh my
yeah,
god!" Like,
he's disgusted with himself that like this human's
he's right.
wiser than he is here. Yeah, so good.
Even
So
Grandmare's
good.
introduction when he talks about why he hates humans, like he used to be a giving person. He's like, I'm tired of their bullshit.
And that
wanna
and
be
I
left
relate to
alone.
that. So
Yeah.
so I hate to do it because House of Cody Part 1
I do too.
I do
Yeah,
like
this
more
is
than Part
getting
2,
painful.
but that's just my own personal
But
preference.
that's what makes this whole thing so difficult, is because we got another. Well, aside from a couple of Joe's choices, this is the cream of the crop here. This is the best of the best. These are episodes it's picking kids at this point. It's who's your favorite daughter, or who's your favorite son. That's what all this is here. So it's just personal taste here, people. And I'm sure some of you are probably mad at some of the choices that have already been eliminated. You can blame Joe for that one.
Yeah.
Blame for everything. This is horseshit. All right. Well, Dragon's Gift is advanced, and now we're on to Evil Seed versus She-Demon of Phantos, which I'm picking She-Demon of Phantos. That was
I pick
God,
She-Demon of Phantos also.
God,
too.
talk about such an untapped character of El Mora. I mean, fuck, how powerful she is. Nobody really ever talks about what
you got the strong arm of Lizard Man in the same damn episode, dude.
Yeah.
But I just always feel so bad for El Mora that she didn't get more fucking screen time. It's like, look at her fucking
she was
power.
scary when I was a kid. When Skeletor turned to her, I'm like, oh my god, like this scary old lady.
All right. Well, we got two She-Demons. Rebecca?
She-Demon of Phantos.
I said She-Demon.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, that was a quick.
Joe was like threatening to choke her and not listen to her. Joe hates women.
No,
Again, that one's on my list. And Evil Seed
No.
I'm.
And,
okay.
and sorry.
Joe, do you want us to leave? Why? So you can beat her?
I swear.
And I'm probably being too harsh on Ram Man, and I kind of understand that. It's just I think watching everything back to back like that, I had a little too much.
I almost feel like we need to do like a live revisit, maybe, because I know we haven't done the actual commentaries, because we would veer off and Joe would start talking about what he likes to shove in his ass instead of talking about the episode. But it would be good to like just go back and do like a fun commentary for like part 2 of House of Cody.
Why not do them both?
I really enjoyed your guys' commentaries.
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah.
Back. Well, see, we never get any positive feedback when we did commentaries. No one just wanted. It's just like, we ain't talking about toys.
Well, I think it's easier. I think it's easier to just discuss it as opposed to trying to talk about it while it's happening.
No, and it is, and of course, we get to ranting and raving and stuff like that. But I really, if because we have some really good conversations when we are like sticking on topic, though. Like I know we have fun fucking around. I mean, we all have fun doing it, but like really like zeroing in and watching and I mean, Joe, you felt the same way about that?
No, I mean, when we do the commentaries, sure, there's a couple times when I just fuck around to annoy everybody, but you're getting to see what's going on. People can watch along with us. We're dissecting.
Reminded of like a scene, like I almost forgot to mention this scene, and here it is playing.
We'll do that.
Right.
We'll do a commentary.
We'll do 1 to 2 back to back.
Just
watch them. Yeah,
because that's like a good 45 roughly minute. It'd be like 42, 45 minutes where we can sit, watch it all together, and then kind of ramble in between. Just got to make sure Joe doesn't be like, "Oh, look what I bought at Dollar Tree." Check this out.
Well,
there's a very important thing going on the screen here, Joe.
Can't we record like a watch party on here?
I don't know how that.
Instead of us all like hit and play at the same time.
Can you do that on Skype? I've never messed with it before.
Yeah, that goes into territory where you guys might know that shit. I'm fucking computer illiterate. I don't know that stuff, so I wish I could help.
Yeah, I'm special when it comes to that too.
Well, we'll go to the next upper corner, and we have Evelyn's Plot versus The Return of Granamere.
Evelyn's Plot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything with Granamere is pretty much gold, but Evelyn's Plot is next to Dragon's Gift, like
I mean,
fucking perfection.
The cool thing about Evelyn's Plot, I mean, it's in the title, but it's her taking the forefront and taking the effort to do something. It's not just Skeletor dragging her along.
It. Yeah.
In a very humiliating and cruel manner, That's what it is being a guy. You get a pretty woman like starts flirting with and stuff like that. Next thing you know, she just kicks you in the nuts and takes everything you got.
Absolutely love how she turned from Nadira. Oh yeah, I mean, no, it was
Like
all
he's so fucking
great.
intimidating in this. Like,
Yeah.
what's he say to the widget? Like, come forward, Skeletors, come for you. It was so creepy. That was awesome. I love that
You know,
scene.
the creepiest
You
cool
mean
thing
like
for
when she
me
summons
was
the
when
rock
Nadira
demon?
went from.
The Demon of Stone, is that what you're talking about?
No, in Evelyn's plot.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
See
When he
now.
goes into the widgets and he's like, and it's just that camera angle because he's like, come forward. What's the widget's name?
Squinch?
No, the leader of them.
Can do?
Can do. Thank
Yeah.
you. It's like, come
Oh,
forward.
you're talking about when
Can-Do.
Skeletor says, come for Skeletor. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
Skeletor
get
has come for you.
That
Yeah,
odd,
and he's
that,
like,
that
that's
odd shot. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I always thought that was so creepy when I was
Right?
a kid. When you, yeah.
I know what you mean.
He's so
'Cause it was
intimidating in
definitely
this episode.
a
And of
memorable
course,
piece
that
of
fight scene
animation.
at the end, it's like,
Yeah, it really builds up like the villains being true assholes,
Yeah.
like through and through. Like it's
Mhm.
if you wanted to show anybody, that He-Man is not a fucking joke on YouTube and on social media, this is the episode you say, look, you silly bastards. This is what He-Man is all about.
yeah.
Not your fucking memes or sit there. I mean, just watch today, like someone, one of the YouTube recommendations, someone parroting fucking He-Man again. Like, God, it's like a damn, and a virus. It's like a plague of people all over the internet who just want to make fun of He-Man and Skeletor.
Is it techno? Does it dance?
No, it was just someone parroting I wasn't gonna open it because I wasn't gonna give that motherfucker like the benefit of like my time of watching this silly shit. Whatever the fuck. I hope Grandpa find whoever it was and kill him.
And I got a definite, like a Disney vibe when Evelyn switched from Nadira to Evelyn right there in front of Squinch.
It was so beautifully animated.
I love it.
Yeah.
The animation was
Yeah.
great. It had a Disney feel, but I was like, if anybody questions the animation of fucking Filmation, look at that scene alone. But
Yeah.
yeah, Evelyn.
I don't get that whole, I had shooting animation. Like, what show
don't
were
get
you
it either.
watching?
I
Yeah.
guarantee
Just
none of these people
go-to.
say, have even watched the show. It's just so
Nope.
easier to knock it because they
It's
feel
a
like
go-to
everyone
for
else
them.
is doing it. And it's
Well, I
all-
saw
all-
a meme for it and it looked kind of shitty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
they don't know. They
you
don't
got
know. They have no
balls.
fucking clue.
And now
Well,
all those
advanced-
idiots are. And now all those idiots who post that shit are like, "Did you hear they're making a He-Man live action movie?"
Oh yeah. Hey,
Like,
wait,
go
hey,
fuck
hey, hey! We
yourselves.
can't talk about that, Rebecca. We can't talk about it. All right.
I'll talk about
You
it.
all
All you
fucking day.
people talking about it, go fuck yourselves.
We will be here
God
all
damn
fucking
it.
Okay.
day.
So fucking
All
I
dumb.
break out
no,
my
no,
You
because
really
I
think
didn't
it's
want
gonna
Joe to
happen?
get on there and start doing it. Like, now
Yep.
we've done this song and dance,
Exactly.
but
Hang on.
wait.
Rebecca, I give Rebecca her
Say it,
time to
Nathan.
like,
Hey-
Hold on, Nathan. Go ahead. Tell him
No. Well, okay. So
what I said.
we'll make this cut and dry and very brief. So there was the article. Hey, Netflix is moving ahead live action movie. They cast a new dude who I guess
You know, the one they post every so often with a different name in there.
the guy that was in Spielberg's West Side Story got cast as Prince Adam. The story is he's going to be an orphan.
Yeah,
that's-
we have no idea who he is either.
But I'll say this: despite what Tyler and Joe think, I think now that these shows have come out and Netflix is behind this, I do see this one passing through and actually coming out. But there's no.
dude, after the two
don't
bombs
think
that Netflix has got their
It's-
fingers all over, they want to make a live action movie for after
Yeah,
two
the second
shows
season
fucked
of
up.
Revelation bombed.
Like, it would
Yeah,
make no
it's not
sense for
gonna happen.
Netflix. It ain't happening anyway.
they
Plus, you guys really
like to
wanna
do
see-
these fishing trips
I think
where
this
they want
one's-
to see the reaction of
this-
people.
This one's
And-
gonna go through, guys. This one's gonna
Yeah,
stick.
No.
yeah, we'll get to see He-Man and Skeletor fuck each other.
It's gonna
Yeah,
stick.
and
I just
Rebecca-
hope it doesn't because they're gonna fuck it up.
It won't. And
What are
Tyler,
they called?
just to let you know,
What's the brothers' names? The Knee brothers.
whoever the Knee brothers, dipshit
Fucking
brothers. But Tyler, just to let you know, 'cause I
idiots.
sent Rebecca and Nathan a
Sorry.
message. I said,
God
I
damn.
said, I don't want to talk about this. I said, I don't want to mention. the
I'm
movie
shocked.
because
And I
this,
told you that I did,
figure,
and
like,
I wanted to
Joe's
make
gonna
fun
wanna
of those
talk about
assholes.
this. I'm like, I
Nope.
don't give a
That's
fuck.
what me. Let me finish. I said I didn't want to talk about it. I said because we talk about it every fucking time. I said
I
I'm
don't-
sick of it. I said I put a meme out every year about this just to shut people up, and I've
It's
had
gonna-
so many people that
it's gonna
unfriend
happen.
me because they got butt hurt. I'm like, you know what? Calm down, people. It's like this ain't gonna fucking happen. If you want to unfriend me on Facebook because I said it's not gonna happen, then unfriend me. I was like, we've been doing this for 20 years.
let's
It's
make
fucking
a
old news.
let's make a bet. We'll figure out the stakes later, but let's make a bet because you guys are saying it's not. This one isn't gonna
Yeah.
happen.
It's not.
I think this one's gonna stick and it's gonna happen. Before
God, if
no.
it-
Here's why.
You could not get a worse fucking producers than Facebook.
Before it was more Sony theatrical release. Now it's shifted over to Sony's still involved, but shifted over to a Netflix production. Netflix has a track record of like when they do shit, most of the time they do it, and I think this one, I think it's gonna fall through. We'll figure out the stakes later, but I think this one's gonna stick and it's gonna come out.
Well,
you've heard it here first, ladies
Tyler
and gents.
Rebecca.
It's gonna come out.
You're gonna pay up to all of us. You're paying to all of us.
I'll tell you this: even if for some unforeseeable reason this thing actually got made, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I'm not either. God damn.
I guarantee.
Well, that's why Joe and I are here. We're gonna take that bullet.
Ted Biaselli's all over this fucking film. Like,
I'm not even gonna fucking watch a trailer for it or try not to look at a picture for it.
Well, Grim
it's gonna
says,
fucking
did you guys
suck.
hear the plot? Did you hear the plot of it?
Yeah, I heard the plot, and I heard their previous plot for.
But I mean, who would want to see a movie with an orphaned Prince Adam and trying to find his destiny? It's like,
dude,
what the fuck is this?
Idiots that don't like He-Man that want to watch this shit.
I'm gonna bite my tongue and not say what I really want to say, but Grim says Sony isn't involved, so there we go. That's gonna. It's gonna happen. This one's gonna happen.
Plot. Let's finish up our brackets because this shit I didn't want to get sidetracked.
I don't want to talk about this horse shit. God, I'm just enraged.
If it does happen, they will never get it right.
Well, yeah.
I do not trust all of it ever get it right. So whether it happens or not, it's
they
not
already
gonna be
fell on their face out of the gate. Just here's the synopsis. All right, okay. Well, you've already fucked up.
Don't. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. The next round, we have Pawns of the Game Master.
Wait, hang on, Joe. I didn't even give my choice. Once again, you're like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's 3-0. You don't matter. You said the widgets were in this episode and they weren't in that episode, so your shit doesn't matter anyway. Fuck you.
Go ahead.
I am also going to push Evil End's plot forward, but I really love Granimir's dialogue in The Return of Granimir.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I like because He-Man brings Man-at-Arms with him, and he's just giving Man-at-Arms shit.
Poor excuse for bad manners. Like, I don't give a fuck about you.
It's really good fucking dialogue, and I hate to see Return of Granimir go, but it's gone. Evil End's plot moves.
Okay. All right, so now it's Pawns of the Game Master and Prince Adam No More.
Prince Adam No More. Both Paul Dini episodes too. The story arc of what Adam and Beastman go through in that episode, like it's a triumph. You know, Adam succeeds in understanding what the importance of his responsibilities, and Beastman succeeds at being why he's, you know, Skeletor's right-hand man. Like, he's capable of this shit, and like, you know what, fuck you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right. That
happened a lot in some of these episodes where Beastman's kind of underestimated, and he gives a line of dialogue like, "Hey, you're not." It's like how Joe does with me. He underestimates me all the time, and then
he's not wearing a mask.
I'm a sucker for. I love those episodes that give other villains and heroes a chance to shine, and Beastman's fucking great in this episode, and I love that scene of him and Merman, like, afterwards everybody's away and they're just, like, talking amongst themselves. That's such a good scene. That's great.
It's a great time. I remember just enjoying it. Just their that camaraderie amongst the evil warriors. Like, you don't really get to see that in either season 1 and 2. I mean, let's take that back. You know, Webster and Cobra Khan. But it just seeing them hanging out, like they're drinking wine, they're having a meal together.
He's sitting in Skeletor's seat.
Just like, you know what, fuck him. You know, I've captured the king, something he could not do. I did it with a couple of Shadow Beasts. Like, it's just awesome that Beastman succeeded like that, and it's just it's something that, you know, we would never get to see again. People bow to the will of those, you know, Reverend Lovejoy wives who are just like saying the show was promoting devil worship and summoning demons and, you know, all that crazy shit.
Yeah, the 80s was a weird time for that. How everything's the devil. Rock and roll music, that Master Universe, that fucking Pac-Man, it's all the devil's work.
That they're Billy Idol.
Yeah.
You know?
Rebel, yeah. All right.
God, nothing was safe from them. That was My Little Ponies and Care Bears were fucking satanic to those lunatics.
Yeah, they just wanted kids to watch PBS 24/7, and that was it.
Which
Doesn't matter
if
for
I was working at PBS and I was like writing for like Sesame Street or something, I'd be like, all right, you know what? Oscar's gonna get possessed by a demon this week. What do you guys think? Just have his trash can shake around and then he pops up and it's like, Oscar,
Yeah,
are you
his
His head
okay?
spins around.
Yeah.
He grabs Elmo, takes him down to hell through the trash can.
Yeah, and then he just like throws up trash.
Yeah.
There was a video of some dude shitting in a janitor's bucket that got posted on Facebook, and I was like, well, just another Tuesday afternoon for one Joe Amato.
I thought it was like every Tuesday at school for Joe.
Well, because like the janitor's trying to fight this guy off because he like turns around and sees him taking a shit in it. The guy pulls his pants up, and the guy's like, "Hey, get out of here!" And the guy like shoves the janitor and just pulls his pants down and starts shitting in the bucket again. I'm like, "That's Joe. That's Joe."
Isn't it funny? Like we can just think of, we all think of Joe when we see stuff in our lives. Like that's what Joe would do. I can picture Joe doing that.
Yeah, dropping his food, kicking it
Joe,
off.
you
the porch.
touched all our lives, Joe.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that.
Never
It's
seen
like a new
never seen
CBS
his
show,
face,
Touched
but
by
he's
an
always
Angel,
touched our
by
hearts.
Joe. Yeah.
And Joe's like, well, anyway, back to the bracket.
Yeah. Back to the chat room.
Prince Adam no more for me. The story of Randor being like, I would really like to have He-Man here, and how conflicting that is for him. Of like, maybe
then they end him choosing the right thing of like.
Yeah, but also dropping hints to Randor. It's like, hey, we're the same person. It's good stuff.
Just because, yeah.
It is good stuff.
Beautifully written.
All right. Well, the next one, Dragon Invasion versus Dawn of
Is Joe
Dragon.
mad? Is Joe mad about something? He's just really quiet now, and he's not like.
No, it says we're getting down to the bottom of the brackets. That's all. It says getting.
Oh,
good
this
now.
is
You gotta
serious,
know
serious shit now.
Yeah. I'm going with goddamn Dragon.
Getting down to
Invasion.
brass tacks. We gotta have ruthless aggression.
Yeah, Dragon
Like
Invasion.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's so fucking hard, but Dragon Invasion.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm comfortable with Dragon Invasion.
I'm not comfortable
It's
making a
getting
choice
fucking
on this one at
hard.
all.
Because Dragoon's such a good villain.
He is. He's a wonderful
Yeah.
villain. And I love the speech that He-Man gives to him. And I may be your enemy, but you're
Yeah.
not mine. God, that's just wonderful dialogue. But
I still can't believe you never made a fucking figure of him. How
I know to this
they
day
not
I
make a
cannot
fig?
believe that His
Blows my
Majesty Scott Nylick didn't want to, didn't make that.
Yeah,
but
gorgeous design.
It's almost
Dang.
like
know.
Joe should.
Oh, we got
that should be his-
Neptune.
that
We got
should be his
fucking-
ne-
got-
next
Yeah.
I
custom.
can do them. No, but
what,
that is annoying.
what
but we
would
get
you,
fucking
what buck
Neptune,
would
but
you
we don't-
need to make a Dragoon though, Joe?
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't want him to be the same size as the others. He's
Well,
got to be.
I know.
bigger.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what would you need to make a Dragoon?
Ooh.
Shit. Damn. I'm just trying to
Well,
eyeball
if I-
now.
if
I'd
just
have
gave
to,
you
I'd
like
have to
a-
s- I would just start completely from scratch and sculpt him and make him up.
Yeah, because he's got to be.
There's nothing you could customize him to.
No, he's
Yeah,
got to be a
unless there's
deluxe,
just
almost
a-
like the size of a Shadow Beast. Like he has to be a deluxe size figure.
Yeah.
He couldn't
I mean,
be anything smaller.
I'm sure there's other lines out there that exist that have that type of body design. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to sculpt the head. I have to create the tail, the feet, the hands. But
Let's
if
try
I could have
let's
a
try
good
to figure
base
that out.
body-
That way you can make one,
Yeah.
or make a couple.
That'd
That
be
way we
great.
can buy them off of you.
Well, if I
really
knew
think-
like what Joe needed, I would like buy supplies or send him the money to do it because I genuinely have always wanted a Dragoon to put on the shelf with my classics, especially.
I'm gonna look online and see if I can find a really good base body because I do want that articulation. I still want that.
Yeah.
You know why I think Joe is against Dawn of Dragoon? It's because Orko reveals his face, and I think that's
Takes- yeah, oh, yeah.
It
He
fucks
doesn't.
with.
You
Yeah.
love somebody there. All right.
Oh,
Hey,
that-
think about
you
that.
know what?
Wait a second.
You
This
know
is
what,
one
Joe?
of those I'm
Myself-
like,
That's
any of these can win, and I would not be like disappointed.
Me neither. I
because
mean, because
they're
that's what I was
have a
gonna
lot of
bring up,
passion for
Joe.
both these episodes.
About
Yep.
when Trollins really love someone, they reveal
So if
their
I love
face.
you guys, I
You
will.
tell
Yeah,
us
he
all the
doesn't love
time.
her.
You tell us all the time before we get off of these calls that you love us. So what would
lying
Orko?
to
What would
us.
Orko do?
That's fucking low.
WWOD, bud. WWOD.
What would Orko do? That's fucking mean. Well, yeah, let's.
That doesn't mean that's a
I think
wholesome
Joe's
thing,
saying we
man.
can all
That's
go to
love.
hell.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Joe, I show you.
all right,
I've shown you my face for years.
Fedmon,
If they don't say love, I don't know what does.
Fedmon saying
Well, we got
some Marvel Legends could prove a good base body for Dragoon.
Yeah, I'll look for
Possibly.
them. I bet they could have something. Well, we got two Dragon Invasions, and what did you say, Tyler?
He hadn't picked
I
it.
hadn't said it yet. Because I'm thinking of the face-off between He-Man and Skeletor at Snake Mountain over the Dragon Pearl, and the inclusion of Jitsu and Dragon Invasion.
I'm gonna go with Dragoon.
I got to go with Dragoon too. I
got a tie.
Yeah.
Grim, are
just
you
love-
still here? I mean, I don't say it.
He's probably like doing something else. He's like, oh, they said my name. What's going on?
He's watching Showgirls live here, and he's like, oh wait, I gotta. He gets to
man.
Kyle McLaughlin's ass.
Yeah.
We'll see if he pops up, and if he doesn't, then we'll go to the chat and see.
Well,
Who they
does
pick?
anyone else have another counter argument to kind of push their logic to convince the other side?
I mean,
I
with
honestly
Dragon Invasion and taking the egg.
It's that fight scene at the end that really wins it for me.
Yeah, the fight scene's awesome
Yeah.
over the blood
And
falls,
Jitsu
which was
being
not
in it.
used
Even though he
enough.
doesn't have a lot to do, it's still.
Grim said Dragon Invasion.
Fuck. All right.
I can't dispute it because Dragon Invasion is a fucking
Yeah.
masterpiece.
Exactly. I would not have been upset at
there's
all
not
if
bad.
I said drunk. Because to me, these are very equal episodes, so
Yeah.
I kind of just picked one.
I can't be upset with
Uh,
whoever wins this, and however I just can't be. You know, it's
Exactly.
I have my own personally like top 3 episodes. Well, I got I got a ton of them. But all right, so
now
we got Sleepers Awaken versus
Yep.
Song of Solace.
Yep.
Sleepers
Mhm.
Awaken. That's my choice.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, I
He
love
man
that
even goes back to
episode.
save the serpent at the end. How
Pacifist
fucking
I
cool
love
is that?
I love that too.
Yeah.
Just, there's
Listen,
one last
one more.
rescue I want to make.
That's
God, I love
so cool.
that.
It brings out that fucking bag at that guy. I
Yeah.
love Sleepers Awaken. Yeah.
And
Going back to save
I
little
love the
Sago.
Lady Valkyrie too.
Oh, she's hot too,
Great
man.
fucking character.
the whole aspect of like this haunted house kind of
Yeah.
Yeah,
storyline in behind it.
and jealous lovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Who's
very
this
adult.
guy?
Yeah,
Who's
You
this?
wanna fuck him?
Man, yeah.
yeah. You sucked his dick, didn't you? I know you did, you slut.
All right.
We got,
Sleepers Awaken
Diamond
easily
Yeah.
moves on.
There you go. And now we're on Diamond Ray of Disappearance versus House of Shikoti. Part 2.
Oh,
I'm just gonna come out here and say, guys, between these two, House of Shikoti Part 2.
As much shit as I
As
gave House of...
blasphemous, because I grew up on Diamond Ray Disappearance. That was my introduction to the entire series. But House of Shikoti Part 2, man, like,
She is the creepiest,
God.
hottest, fucking most awesome one-off villains that they ever created. And in her fucking house, the fucking illusions that she creates. Hell, and I've told Tyler this, like I said before, when we were just like off camera talking. I was like, something about that giant fucking rat scared the shit. Could you
Me
even
too.
imagine? I think
Scared the
Yeah.
fuck out of me as a kid.
I
Oh my
hated
God.
that rat because it was relatable. Like
I didn't know what it was.
Oh,
though.
no.
I didn't know what it was.
it's just
What did
Clamp
he
Champ
do?
fell over. It's fine.
spookies.
That's okay.
Oh.
Don't worry about Nathan.
yeah, no,
He's
'cause
fine. Everybody, he's
His
okay.
head just fell off.
Yeah. No,
Because
it's
it was
still
one
there.
time where you see a creature, like, people would freak out seeing a rat. So you can relate to a rat and then thinking of this giant shit one they showed. It was scary and fuck. That episode scared me. It accomplished it. It was great, but, I mean, she's just one of the most perfect one-off amazing villains, again, that they
Yeah,
ever
she is.
created.
I'd
She
say
really
she's the
is.
perfect villain. Grandma's the perfect hero of the created
God
characters
damn.
that were done for the show. Like, I can't think
House of
of
Cody,
a hero
too.
and villain that could be bested, than those two. Plus, Shikoti always looked like a vampire to me as a kid because of her
Yes.
fangs and her blood red lips.
I love
And
her big
eyes
mouth
had no
when he gets in the
no
mouth.
pupils.
Yeah, I love
When her mouth opened up really wide and he walks into her fangs.
Yeah.
That
Juicy
was-
lips. Big, juicy red lips she had. Damn, she...
Like you, Joe.
There you go. Yeah, Joe could. Never mind. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
So we
no.
got.
I'm having a
What-
really
what'd you
hard
say,
time
Nick?
with this.
As much
Yeah.
shit as I gave it when we were talking about House Shikoti Part 1 earlier, between this and Diamond Ray, I'm going to go with House of Shikoti because you guys are spot on with that. The only problems really that I have with it is just the whole idea of Stanlin being the one that rescues everybody. So I prefer.
I don't see it as like he's making a full-on rescue though, because Hemian still has to beat the sleeping beast.
Yeah, but without him, none of that happens.
True,
so.
but I also felt like when I watched it though, like saying, you know what? I'll wait till we get to our discussion of House of Cards, like when we do our commentary, because I feel like that'd be more fun to do that when we do that.
And what'd you pick, Rebecca?
I'm still thinking about it.
She's like, back the fuck off, Joe.
Like, let me think. Let me fucking think, Joe. I'm tired of you being so fucking pushy. Or you're threatening about choking me and shit and this other bullshit. I've had enough of this.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I can't believe Joe. It's one thing if he threatens Tyler or myself, but
well, he ain't gonna threaten me. I mean, we all know that.
Oh, I threatened. Yeah, I choked the shit out of Tyler too. But Rebecca, I apologize.
Joe,
yeah.
Joe's choking some bitches.
God damn it. Those are both.
Joe was a gangster with a crew and knee deep in bitches.
I mean, I did hear this rumor that Tupac's California Love video was based off of Joe Amato's life experiences. So.
Yeah, I've heard that rumor too.
When I say it's jokingly. When I say I want to choke somebody, it means I love somebody. That's all.
Okay.
I say that.
Joe, we all know you're a thug
so
life.
he's into that kink.
Or people strangling him with a belt around his neck.
I forgot he's into that.
Yeah, Joe's into that David Carradine.
I'll go with House of Chakotay Part 2.
Okay.
See, I feel like we bullied her into that though.
No,
It's okay to pick Diamond Ray if you want.
Joe probably did.
I mean, Robbie London doesn't even like Diamond Ray Disappearance.
To not choose that. And I literally cannot choose right now between those two.
Well, one left over on the other side. Witch and the Warrior, Tila's Quest.
Tila's Quest. No contest.
Yeah, I mean,
love Witch and the Warrior, but Tila's Quest.
I mean, just the ending of Tila's Quest.
The Sorceress and Tila.
Being told the truth, but then immediately wiping her memory so she doesn't know, and then the tear falling down the Sorceress's face.
Fucking sad, man.
It's heartbreaking.
And John Orwell's sincerity, like when she says, you can keep a secret, like, I have had lots of practice. Like, God, it's just, I love his sincerity when he says that.
I mean, the end of Tila's Quest, not as sad as the last few moments of Paddington 2, which actually made me cry. I'll admit that. I teared up because they're building up to these moments between these two films. I'm like, they did it. There's the payoff. I'm like,
I will say, I think there's certain moments of He-Man that are quite tearful. The end of Dragon's Gifts and I think Tila's Quest are quite tearful moments that I'm like, God, this is some powerful shit.
And going back to the Mystery of Manny Faces, that scene where he's fucking trapped and you see that tear fall from his eye. That's fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's awful. He's doing everything against his own will.
Well, also, what about when Orko thinks Driel is gone and he's like tearing up a little bit? That was pretty sad too.
Yeah, all that's good. It's great quality material of just Orko being a fun, lovable character with a lot of heart.
Very effective. Those handful of times that they did do that. Because they didn't. It's not like it's something they used every other episode. I mean, or something.
but people tend to. It's like Return of Orko's uncle when Orko has been turned against Montork, and they're having he's, just hearing Montork. I mean, people can mock and make fun, but
no, it's just the way
but Montork saying like, "You're my favorite nephew." Like, I don't care if you're a great magician or not. I just care about you. Your family. Like it wasn't beating you over the head with fucking rainbows. It was sincerity, family.
Yeah.
And that music that plays in that background when Montork's just, I'm gonna get playing in my head right now.
It's heart touching.
And then you got Azrael.
It pulls at the heartstrings.
Fucking brilliant. You guys didn't push it any further. I hate all of you.
I choke shit. I kill you.
Yeah. Joe and Ed at the same time. I took both of you.
I want
Grandpa
Rebecca to
joining in his your all's reindeer game, saying it was.
Because Rebecca is good at molding and casting. I don't do that shit. I've never done that, so I don't know how to do it. But I wanted you to do something for me.
Well, you know what? It's almost like she could teach you some of her techniques when she comes in. When we all come meet you in person soon, Joe.
If you can do and create the image, just get the image of the Oracle online. But see if you can put that within a clear kind of crystal type of ball.
I'm using the bathroom.
So you can have that image. I think that'd be cool to have an Oracle in that
That'd
ball.
Be super easy to do. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
No,
I don't know how.
that would rule.
And I feel weird
That'd be
asking for
awesome.
help.
Why?
You know what's weird, Rebecca? I've always said this to you. I've never asked for help because it's just I've never done that.
I'll do it
It's
for you.
too,
So
too much pride.
She probably could actually help me with some of that stuff. But you're right. I'm so
You should have hit
prideful
me in
and
the face with it.
no, I'm prideful and bullheaded, and I've never asked for help. So yeah, but,
No, that'd be cool.
maybe I will ask.
Joe, for all the shit they say at the end of these episodes, you should take some of that to heart. It's okay to ask for help every now and again, Joe.
You know what's weird? It's because I've always, in my family, I've been the one to help everybody, and I always help everybody
But
as much as I can.
sometimes you need to just relax and get that foot rubbed, you know?
You know, that's why I never took stuff. Remember when you guys would offer stuff because I felt like a charity case or weird. I didn't want nothing, so that's why I never wanted people to give me stuff. It's strange.
Do it out of
just
love,
weird.
Joe. I'm half tempted to just like PayPal you like $75 right now live on the show. You know what? No, I'm gonna do it.
No,
that's a good idea,
Don't
Joe.
do that.
Yeah,
Nathan, don't do that.
I think that's pretty good.
No, Nathan, don't do that.
Why?
Please don't do that.
Why?
Just don't. That's a lot of money to do that.
All right.
Don't do that. Thank you. Thank
okay.
God. Freak me out. That shit would freak me out. Okay.
No, that's a
All
good
right, well,
idea, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
like
Tyler,
this year.
since you just joined
Thanks,
us,
Rebecca.
I will give you we'll do like Monday Night Raw when they do a recap, even though you've been watching the show the whole time, and like it's I just fucking saw that. But Joe's like, I have this pride, I never want anything from anybody, and I'm like, Joe, why don't you just take some notes from the end of the episodes where they're like, hey, sometimes if you need help, you gotta ask for it and shit like that, right? So. Mm-hmm. I was like, Joe, I kind of feel like PayPal you $75 right now. He's like, oh God, no, please don't. Oh, please don't do that. Ha!
He scared the shit out of me. And he didn't, thank God. But all right, now let's get to we're in the four brackets.
Give it time.
Dragon's Gift versus She Demon of Phantos.
Ooh.
Dragon's
Gift.
Dragon's Gift. Yeah.
It's just the
I'm having a
Granomir,
feeling
man.
we might know what's gonna
Yeah,
win.
that episode's gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah.
It's gonna. All right,
Those two Granomir segments are by far some of the best written material in Master of the Universe mythology, period.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's
so fucking good.
Dragon's Gift. And now Evelyn's Plot versus Prince Adam No More.
Fuck. Evelyn's Plot.
There's just something more about that episode with Evelyn getting her time to shine. Like, yeah, Prince Adam No More is great in its own right with, as we said before,
I love what Beastman went through, Adam went through, but
Evelyn's Plot is the
just
He-Man versus Skeletor story. Like,
yeah, it is. I mean, there's nothing else like that fight at the end.
No. Right. In a volcanic cave fighting over the Power Sword, God, he's even more epic than that.
Yeah, okay. I'm going with Evelyn's Plot.
Evelyn's Plot. And now it puts it down to the next corner.
Yeah, okay, Evelyn's
I'm thinking, replaying that scene in my head, I'm like, there's no way this is not going to be.
Yeah, Skeletor holding the cordite over the fire.
Yep.
God, it's awesome.
And the
Witch have some power. He finally had some of that power. It was pretty fucking cool, but didn't last long.
And the widgets are good in the episode because they are
awesome.
because they are in this episode.
Yeah.
All right. Sleepers Awaken and House of Shikoti Part 2. I'm going with Part 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 Haunted House episodes, Nathan.
It's really hard, but I do love House of
Shikoti. Yeah. House of Shikoti Part 2, yeah.
I personally would pick Sleepers Awaken. That's just
as a kid, I would have picked Sleepers Awaken.
And I 100% respect that because it's a fantastic episode.
Because Part 2 scared the piss out of me. I rarely rented that tape as a kid because it was so damn scary.
All right. Now, one more. Dragon Invasion, Tila's Quest. I'm going with Tila's Quest.
Tila's Quest, that emotional moment, that the whole climax over Bakul, Merman, and then the Oracle and Tila and the Sorceress. Like it's hard to
going back to that, having the villains having their own chance to shine, and this is Merman's.
Shit! Look at this.
Semifinals.
We'll double up right here. We have a battle between Evelyn and Tila in a way.
Yeah.
I want to save that one for last. Okay. Evelyn's Plot and Tila's Quest. God damn.
Evelyn's Plot.
Oh shit. Oh, this is fucking tough for me because I love the plot, but Oh, but Tila's Quest is so fucking good too. I'm going Tila's
I
Quest.
know.
Good.
It's fucking hard.
But
I'm just saying Tila's
my
Quest.
heart says Evelyn's plot. That's where I'm going.
God, my heart's on all
This
this
is
shit.
another
but
really, really, really hard one.
I'm gonna say Tila's Quest. God damn.
So we have one for Evelyn's plot and one for Tila's Quest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
I
tough,
will
ain't it?
say
That's tough.
another set. I'm going to throw this out too for people who are on the fence. You know, the minute He-Man hears Skeletor give his big speech and smashes the volcanic cave open, and Evelyn has that oh shit face, like oh my fucking tear. And He-Man says, "That's a pretty big boast, Skeletor. Would you care
Tila's
to prove
Quest
it?"
so goddamn such
God,
a
just
emotional.
balls, man. Like just like
No, that is
fuck you,
great, but
Skeletor.
fuck But Tila's Quest such an
It's
emotional.
the ultimate battle
episode.
in Evelyn's plot, though.
It is though. And that's what it boils down to. It's all about He-Man versus Skeletor. You know.
Exactly, and it's like it's the best fight scene.
But Tila,
But Tila's one of my
but
favorite
Tila
characters, and like
finally finding everything.
It's her
out.
best episode.
Yeah, to find everything out like that and to see everything that how she grew up, how she was raised, but to find her finally to know her mother, but then that had to be taken away. What a fucking crying, emotional moment, Jesus Christ! That really stuck.
And at the end, where it's like, hey, it doesn't matter who raised you, if it's actually your parent or someone else that stepped up.
Yeah.
The important thing is that someone loved you and wanted to take care of you. So.
Mm-hmm.
That was a powerful.
that message wasn't really talked about much in the 80s, being adopted and everything. So
Right. Yeah.
They did that. You can't do that on television. Except they kind of mocked being adopted.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I love
John
that show.
was just showing me that because I'm like, what is that? He was just showing me that. That's hilarious.
That show was
literally
yesterday.
yesterday.
Oh my
Yesterday
God.
we were watching clips of that.
Fucking awesome. Some of the best memories of Nickelodeon back in the 80s was watching that and Count Duckula.
And they had the Monkeys show on there.
Monkeys was played on reruns too. Yeah. Or Nickelodeon in the 80s and the very very early 90s, because Double Dare started in the late 80s also.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a magical time to discover that channel. And start playing syndicated like cartoon shows like Inspector Gadget and Looney Tunes were coming on there during the weeknights.
Yep. And then they would fucking switch to Nick at Night. Here comes Mr. Ed. Fuck!
Yeah.
As a kid, I was like, no. But like,
I wanted more cartoons, but hey, it's a talking horse. I'm there.
Yeah. Well, I just, in hindsight, thinking about what they had to do to pretend like he was talking, probably wasn't.
I haven't watched the show
I think they
since
probably
I was
just
5
put
years
peanut
old.
butter in his mouth, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really looked it up, but it just didn't seem too humane.
We could do that with Joe.
Yeah. Listen to Joe. That uncomfortable laugh from Joe's like, God damn it, just pick. We're running out of time. We gotta go. I'm gonna go with Teal's Quest. I just that ending for me is just so.
Can't argue.
So great, but same time heartbreaking. Like, yeah.
It's really
you could say cop out where they're like, well, we gotta wipe her memory, so her only memory will be that
I don't think
her mother loved her very
I think
much.
it makes perfect sense. She's not ready for this. So it's like what Adam has to go through. We don't want it's hard enough for him to go through this. We need Tila to go through this as well. She's not ready. She's not mature enough.
Can we also appreciate how graceful and grown up Tila handled like being told the truth in this episode?
Yeah, not throwing a fucking fit.
Unlike
Yeah.
other interpretations.
Good point, Rebecca. Very good point. Exactly.
Yeah, you hear that, Sarah Michelle Gellar? You suck.
Yeah, she did suck.
Joe, make sure Ted Biaselli gets this too. I want to know that his shitty dialogue, his shitty portrayal of
Ted
Tila.
Biaselli, you suck. And
Let him know he sucks. But we better not see He-Man and Skeletor fucking each other, or some other crazy bullshit. Some other woke nonsense.
Yeah, the new live action movie is about.
Yeah.
What you eating, Tyler? I'm hungry. What you got there, man?
I'm eating melatonin gummies.
What's up, you sleep?
I was thinking
Strawberry flavored.
I was thinking about getting on some melatonin, but
do they really help you? I mean, does
they
it help
do.
you?
Like, I mean, sleep aids, but like times when I'm like, I know I got to go to sleep the minute we're done. Like to kind of, it does, as long as you're not doing anything that's gonna wire you, like watching something fun or.
Are they expensive?
Eating. No, I got like a big jug at Walmart for $10 in the strawberry.
Well,
Well, that sound nuts,
is that
man.
the same stuff that helps make you tanner? Because they sell like tanning
No.
pills in the beauty section, which
No.
is where they sell stuff that's called melatonin. It's like tanning pills.
Okay, no,
Don't
I
tell
wouldn't
Tyler
order
that.
that.
Now he's gonna be like, oh,
I
now
would
I
think
can
about
double
it.
up.
Because it's so
this
freaking
is
pale.
all rub-on tan here. I
Yeah.
have to use
Well, the only reason
Yeah, I
I
have to
ask
use
is
that
you
too,
guys know
'cause,
how
God, it's so
you know
hard
how-
for me to tan.
yeah, I'm wired as shit, and yeah, there's a lot of times I have a hard time sleeping at night, and I just didn't know if that might help
I
me.
will tell you this, just from what I've learned, and I'll have to address Rebecca's concern about tan there too. Don't watch anything that's going to get your brain wired when you're, even if it's something you've seen a million times. I used to have trouble sleeping in high school because I would watch Jaws or some other action film before going to bed, and I was so fucking wired.
I don't have any
couldn't go to
problem with
sleep.
that. I'll sit there
Well,
and watch wrestling.
Might
And,
not help me then, because I'm wired naturally, so that might not even fucking
Well,
help. Never
no,
mind.
but
Okay.
I would try some melatonin. It's a vitamin for
Well-
one thing, so it's a healthy thing.
but Joe, if you just stop doing coke, then I think it'll bring you
All
down
those
quite a
other
bit.
Asses.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got two tier
Hey,
lists.
he didn't answer my question, Joe.
What?
Okay.
Well, yeah. But I would say if you're not going to try like
I
the
didn't hear what
spray tan.
Rebecca said.
talking
Let
about spray
Tyler
tan.
finish.
All right. But I will say I would try to use like the Jergens deep bronze, which you can find at Walmart as well.
The
And
rub-on
there's-
tan?
The rub-on tan, it comes in. It looks like it's the bottles of lotion. You just rub it on good. Make sure you rub it that way it's not blotched and stuff like that. Because I'm
Yeah,
fairly
I got,
tan
the,
as well.
I got the Australian Gold bronzer, which is like I
Okay.
put it on before I go out and tan, and then
Well,
it really helped.
Why,
But
why,
God, it's
why do
just
you
so
want to be
hard.
tan though? We know why
Because it's so
Tyler
pale.
does, but why do you want to?
I think it looks good. I look better tan. and
I
I'm
feel
so
better when
weak.
I'm tan too. Plus He-Man's tan too.
Well, it's because
Arnold's tan
you're
is
getting
better.
It
sun.
makes, it
That's
makes
like
my
a natural
blonde hair
thing.
look better, I think, and my
Okay,
blue eyes
okay.
pop more. So.
It makes
I
muscle
did not
show better
get that.
too.
Just to let you know, I didn't get that dark complexion of Italian from my dad. I'm half Italian, but I am ghost white as a motherfucker. Look at that.
Yeah,
I did
Because
not get
all
that
we really
Italian
know is
dark
Joe
skin.
really is more or less anything else. He is white.
My
As I
dad
said
is
before, Joe
dark.
has a great future on this podcast as a white man.
All right, what do we got? We got two T-list
I think
questions, one
I
T-list
counteracted because I do put so much sunscreen on to protect my skin.
Well,
Yeah,
but
because you
I
have
put this
to.
stuff on just to
Yeah.
maintain a regular tan. Like if you just want to be tan, I would get like the Jergens rub-on tan or something
Jergens
like
rub-on.
that.
I'll remember that.
See, I got that
Yeah.
red hair gene, so I just like freckle and burn half the time.
Yeah, my hair's
Alright,
kind of red.
shut up.
I've got the ginger gene in me too, and
Yeah.
it's naturally blonde, but it's like a blondish red, a strawberry blonde.
My hair as a kid actually used to be as blonde as yours, Rebecca.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then it just got darker over time.
Funny thing is, I had dark hair when I was a kid, and then it got blonde when
That's
I got
fucking
older.
weird. And
I'm a
both of,
dirty blonde.
no one cares, Joe. Both of my parents have brown hair, so it must have been weird when I'm a kid and they're walking in the grocery store. Here's two people
Oh.
with like dark brown hair, and they have this kid who's just got
He
like
stole this kid, or he adopted him.
But like
Yeah.
light
Yeah,
blonde hair.
Nathan's Prince Adam.
yeah. No, if you look at pictures of me and my parents, you're like, yeah, all right. There's no doubt that you look like one or the other or both at times.
All right. Okay, Rebecca, what's your pick? We got two for Thing, one for Tyler, and now
Oh
it's
shit! I
up
have
to you.
to choose, don't I?
Yeah,
will
what do you
say
say?
Nathan-
Can I
But looks
give it
like
to
both his
Grimbot because
parents.
I don't want
Yeah.
to choose?
Well, the chat
It's really,
basically
really
said
fucking
T-list quest. The chat was all saying T-list quest, so
Oh,
I hate
but-
all of you out
But
there. Like to
Evil
be
Lynch
that
Plot
much.
has the best fight scene ever in it. It's
they're
I
both
mean,
really
what did
far.
Grim say? We can leave it to Grim if it's a tie.
I think Grimm's ass probably left or went to sleep. It's probably 4 in the morning where he lives. Where the fuck?
But he
what country is
stays
that
awake
comes from?
really late. So Grim, if you're still there, give
like Nathan.
us your answer.
If Grimm sides with everybody else, that would make everybody happy. So
Well, but
He said Teal's
Rebecca
Quest.
yeah.
he said T-list quest. So
Mm.
there you go.
See, Rebecca,
See, I
you
was
could
about
have,
to say Evil Lynch Plot, so he'd have to.
but you didn't. You gave it all up.
All right.
Yeah, but then
Now
it
we
would have
got
to be a tie anyway. So
I know,
Dragon's
but
Gift.
at least I could have said my twin sister tag team with me, and we lost a valiant effort to the Book of Deucin, but you didn't. You just throw it away.
Well, now Dragon's
Well,
Gift versus
my
House of
sister's
well, I
Shikori
dead
was
to
Part
me.
thinking that.
2.
I was like, oh, it's so hard though.
All
Dragon's
right. Well, here's
I
Gift.
another
can't.
hard.
Here's another. That's what Joe says to hookers all the time.
Powerful episode
No.
with Dragon's Gift, but I love
Wait,
House
what
of
is it up
Shikori
here?
Part 2.
Dragon's Gift and House of Shikoti Part 2.
Oh
I'm doing
boy,
House
this
of
is
Shikori. I can't.
Dragon's Gift.
Still gonna give it to Dragon's Gift.
Then
Damn.
Dragon's Gift. it advances, and now, well...
Oh, but once again, Joe, once again, you're like, oh, but you haven't said your answer. What if I was gonna pick House of Cody Part 2? I mean, I'm not. But what if I was?
Well, there you go.
No, you can't jump in without me giving my answer. That's just,
Hey,
that's
Sonny is there. Tell Sonny I said hi. Give Sonny a little rub on the noggin and say Joe
She's
said hi.
not in here right now. She's sleeping with her dad right now.
Well, who's right next to you?
What the fuck? Are you trying to scare
see?
me? No one's next to me.
It's Warwick Davis.
There was somebody calling back there. Don't play that game. I gotta see him.
You're gonna freak me the fuck out. No one's behind me.
Oh,
There's
that's
no
the shadow of
cat
your
here.
chair. Oh, never mind. All right, I had a moment there. I
What a
What an idiot.
gullible.
See, when I don't have food, I start hallucinating.
That's
Okay,
what happens when you wear a mask and you can't see
Something's
what
crawling
damn.
behind you, Rebecca.
That's right. Dragon's Gift and Tila's Quest. I think,
Dragon's
what are
Gift.
we just going to throw? Dragon's
Uh,
Dragon's Gift. There you go. Guess that's it.
no,
That's the winner.
wait. No. Rebecca hasn't given her answer, and I haven't given my
I was
answer.
gonna say,
Well, we are approaching 11 o'clock here, people, so Joe's trying to wrap this shit up.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta at least take a question or two. We'll have to make it fast. If you guys have questions, go ahead and put them in here now while we finish this up.
I
and
got time for
finalize.
one. I got to do some shit, and I think Tyler's got to get to sleep.
I will do the format, but like when we're done, like I'm out. So I will answer questions and all this, permitting they're not ask us what
Joe's
our
fancy,
colors are
though.
and shit.
I'm gonna go with Dragon's Gift as well.
All right. Then Nathan's opinion doesn't matter. So Dragon's Gift advances, right, Nathan? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say what you want. I respect you.
Well, maybe Nathan wants to ask
stand
Jason for his opinion instead.
No, the endings of both of these are quite strong. One could make a super strong argument with Tila's Quest being better than Dragon's Gift, and I wouldn't have any problem with that at all. But it does come down to building up and meeting Granomir and how his dialogue, man, like it's just so well written. How much he hates humans, he doesn't trust them at all. This is what he expects of people. Do this
and you can
horrible
relate to
thing,
him.
and I can relate to him a lot.
I love how Nathan picks up on this stuff though. Like Nathan is bombarded his brain with all this stuff, but Nathan still picks up on why we still champion certain episodes to this day.
The widgets are in these, right?
Oh yeah, he's thinking that Creepercon is a widget there, right?
Yeah, but
He's Fortimar. He's a Creepercon there. We don't want no trouble now, do we?
as strong as Tila's Quest ending is, just the weight of the ending of Dragon's Gift, of him expecting He-Man to take a life of something, that you can't deny.
You can't beat that message.
And I think someone, when I posted the link in our group, was like, just move Dragon's Gift as the winner. And I was like, I don't know, because Tyler was talking all this big shit about House of Shikoti, and I'm like, well, I feel like one of those was going to be in the finals and potentially win.
Not knowing where Nathan placed these episodes, I mean, hell, we could have been arguing with Sleepers Awake and winning this whole thing. Joe,
what are you laughing at, Joe?
Yeah, you never know.
Nothing.
Joe, what are you laughing at?
Well, who would have expected Icer to win our one-shot character like Kumite?
Nothing. Nathan gets it. Nathan
I'm on you, Joe.
All right.
I got you now.
All right, real quick, Sportimus.
You have to fill me in after.
Yeah.
I will. Let's see, Sportimus. Where the fuck was
yeah.
that?
Just shut up. I got to read what Sportimus said here.
Now I honestly haven't seen this with vintage figures, but he said, have you had to deal with the crotch rot on the figure, and there's a way to fix it?
Joe's dealt with crotch rot, though.
He's got it all the time, every other week. There's a pill for that. He's got to take once a month.
The rubber, the bands in there that they have, those fall apart.
I picture like a pink cloud between Joe's legs.
Can you picture one of those commercials for like a medication, and it's Joe wearing the mask, and we're talking about like crotch rot and everything, and he's just walking with like someone holding their hands and everything,
or he's at home in his recliner, he's like, oh man.
I think Rebecca and I are the only ones that would deal with that and know it. So
completely steamrolled our entire joke, man.
Oh, you hear that, Tyler? Joe and Rebecca are the only ones that deal with crotch rot.
Well, no, I'm saying
Rebecca, I'm sorry, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't seen it, Rebecca, have you?
What you're talking about?
Well, Joe, how do you know? Like, have you been peeping on her?
Well,
because we're the to do the figures,
Well,
so I figured.
See, I'm thinking of a different version of crotch rot because
I've never heard it called that.
when I was gonna buy when I was looking to buy the Battle Armor He-Man, I'm thinking of because I'm sitting there on the couch on eBay zooming in on like Battle Armor He-Man crotches because there's a lot of like moldy spots on the legs near the
if
crotch.
that's what you mean, on the inner legs, yeah, you can clean that. Yeah, towards the intersection of the thighs, towards the crotch, it can get really. Yeah, the discoloration.
It looks
yeah,
like mold. It looks like black mold.
There is black mold problems with some of the figures too. Those when that happens, you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah,
I think they even named it.
I would try the peroxide treatment. That's what I do for like the rubber legs on the Golden Girls and stuff. Like I put a little dab of peroxide on it, and then you put it out in the sun, and it kind of bleaches it away.
I thought you were talking about the neck of like Blanche Devereaux and Doris. Golden Girls, like, man, these girls are already.
Golden Girl.
They would have crotch rot.
And then Guardians of Gemstones, I'll start calling them.
I mean, they were pretty old.
Lacey Dean, you know if any of us had tattoos, and if we don't, what would we get? I don't have any, and I don't want any. I just
no, he said, would we get any Master Universe inspired tattoos?
Oh,
Later
I just
on
read
down
it says,
here.
do you have any?
Down here,
I
would we get any Master Universe inspired tattoos?
Oh, that must have been way down further. I was reading the first thing you did, but no, I don't do tattoos. I don't ink my body. If anybody does, that's fine. I think it's cool as shit if you want to. But
Joe's body.
Joe wants his body pure.
Yeah.
No, I just don't.
His
I
body
don't
is a
do
wonderland.
He snorts.
Yeah. The crotch rod is enough on Joe.
Yeah.
Any of you guys have any tattoos, or is there?
Did we talk about this? I have one.
Yeah, we discussed this. Nathan's the only one with a tattoo.
Yeah. Speaking of Master
This is
Universe
his birthday,
inspired...
so he forgets when he's born because he's a dipshit. But what was it? Go ahead. Nothing. I didn't say nothing. I said you probably had your birthday tattooed on you so you could fucking memorize that. Did I freeze? I'm froze again.
Yeah, you froze.
Yeah, you are frozen again.
Shit.
You old
Joe,
bastard.
you're fine. You're fine. I had thought about getting... there was a really nice design I saw that was like a black and gray of Castle Grayskull I'd thought about getting. Because there is part of me, I'm like, if I'm going to get more tattoos, I want them to be things, obviously, because that's how I've always been, even with the one that I got. I want it to be something that means something to me.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
And is important to me. So there was part of me that thought about getting a Master Universe tattoo to sort of symbolize doing the show with you guys. To like have that there to be like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's it. We're all getting fans of Power tattoos.
There we go. That's what we're gonna do, Joe.
That's what we're gonna do.
Joe, you can get one on your vast white buttocks there.
Yeah, hit.
He's just gonna go across his whole butt.
Yeah.
Does your nephew goes locally in parts unknown to get tattoos, right? So he could recommend a good tattoo place.
He gets Shigora cut on Joe's ass.
We'll all go there. That's what we'll do. We'll all go there and get tattoos together. Done.
Question for the G.I. Joe fans. Have you seen 3D Joe's Kickstarter for their Art of G.I. Joe Omnibus?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That, yeah.
Yep.
I have to ask.
Okay, I'm an idiot. All right, let me see. I think we might have one more question, and that was, I think it's Papa69 said, any chance you guys doing another trivia night? Oh, we always love doing it.
We'll
do that. Maybe at the end of the month we'll do some shit
when Joe's just like, here's this art, who did it? And everyone's like,
Yeah, where he tweaks something in the picture there. And
what's the difference in this picture? I changed this little rock. Before it used to be a little jagged, now it's smooth.
All right, fuck off. Okay, I was going to say, if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you like, subscribe,
Joe's the evil
share, ring that
mastermind.
bell.
He gives the Riddler a run for his money.
Yeah.
So you can always be notified when we go live. And until next time, have a powerful day.
I hate you. You're only here because Mom says it's a Christian duty.
I know
Nathan
that.
says to me when I beat him in SmackDown.
Wait, I know that.
Because you kept doing the cheap-ass Jeff Hardy
The
roll-up.
Jeff Hardy roll-up.
You're hitting triangle and hitting down and circle to do that grapple Hurricane Rana pin that you can't... You do it enough times, you can't kick out of it.
You're distracting me. Say that again, Tyler. I should know that.
Come on, Joe.
I hate you. You're only here because Mom says it's a Christian duty.
Home Alone.
Well, Nathan's seen this. Joe, I know has seen this. Rebecca, more than likely, has seen this.
Oh, yeah.
I know I've seen it. I know that fucking line. Oh, my God. Can you imitate the voice of this person?
He just did.
Oh, I was just trying to do that, but I hate you. You're only here because Mom says it's your Christian duty.
Sounds like something Macaulay Culkin would say. but-
No, it's not Macaulay
I
Culkin.
just said Home
It's not
Alone
getting
earlier
even-
as
it's
a
not getting
joke.
What
even
did
with Dad.
Joe's not paying any
It's not the
attention.
good song.
God.
It's not getting even with Dad.
Can you give me a
Ted
fucking
Danson.
It's from a horror movie. We actually you, me, and Nathan actually discussed this horror movie a couple years back.
Wait, you've said it like 3 times already. The name of the movie.
Oh,
You did?
have?
What did you say? About
Yeah.
what?
Well, Nathan said it first. He reminded me.
What
He
did
voted
Nathan
right.
say?
I haven't heard anybody say.
All
it.
I've said was
I
Home
didn't hear
Alone.
Are you messing with
Rebecca's-
us, Rebecca?
She's
Rebecca,
fucking.
What are
Hi.
you doing?
She's fucking with us.
What is she doing?
It
Is she
was
on the
Smarty
mushrooms or some
sniffing
shit?
glue.
No, it's that thing crawling in the back of some demon in the back of the room.
What? What is going on? What am I missing? I don't know what's going on. What is Rebecca
I'm
doing?
fucking with you, Joe. I'm fucking with you,
Okay.
Joe. I don't know what it is either.
Joe's just an easy target.
Mhm.
I'm just making you say,
Joe, your mask
Trying to
fell
make you
off.
feel crazy.
Oh God.
Oh God!
I see your nipples.
And Joe takes a stapler, and staples it to his head.
Probably would too. I don't care. It's a horror movie.
I probably would
He
too.
takes the-
I don't care.
He's like Steve-O in Jackass, and they staple Jackass to his ass.
Dude, Jackass Forever comes out next month. I'm like, man, I'm kind of tempted to go because I've seen all the other ones
I'd
in
like to go see
theaters.
it too.
Yeah.
I know. We need to go see it. See if there's some Jackass who's like, no way.
What
man,
is it,
no
Tyler?
way." It's from
What's
It,
he?
Part 1.
Mm. That's why I haven't. It's been
When
on.
Ben
it's-
is writing poetry to Beverly, and his cousin comes in and reads it, and he starts beating on it. I hate you.
Okay.
Man, I love
All right, see
I
you next
love the
week.
whole aspect of the New Kids on the Block.
Yeah, that was always a fun little touch to the remake.
Nice little touch. I like that.
Yeah, because Nathan was a super fan of them. See you guys next week.
No, it wasn't. It was,
Well,
they-
Joe was a big fan of Menudo.
Yeah.
I like Menudo. Put
No,
a little hot sauce in
Joe's
there. That is good shit.
Joe's more of a New Edition kind of guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Or
See you guys next week.
Crisscross. Joe went his
Yeah.
pants ass
Hey man,
backwards.
nothing wrong with crisscross. Bring back New Jack Swing. I love that genre. Music industry, bring it back. It's great.
It's better than fucking Maroon 5.
Yeah. Or that one
They
dude.
eat shit.
So you had a bad life.
Oh,
no.
God. Now you get that song stuck
Yeah,
in my
it
head
gets
before I
stuck
go
in
to
your head
bed.
again.
I'm going to be up at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, good. I hope it keeps you awake.
Yeah, that shit will play at work first thing in the morning at West End Market. I'm like, damn it. Damn you, Nathan.
Dragon's Gift is our winner. Yay.
It was rigged, people.
It was
Spread the
rigged.
word.
It's all rigged. You blame Joe Amato. He threw Star Child
Yeah.
in there.
Blame Joe Martin. Joe Martin Customs.
He fucked the whole thing.